Hey everybody, how we doing? My name is Jamie Dean and welcome to my first ever hardcore run of Diablo 2. Kind of, with an asterisk. Let's talk about that first and I'll give you a little bit of context as to what we're doing here. So, generally speaking, on this channel, the whole theme and point of this project is me going back and playing old retro games that I missed out on completely for the very first time. That's not the case here with Diablo 2. Diablo 2 I've played quite a lot of. It's one of my absolute favorite games ever made. I think it's one of the greatest games ever made, and I've played it pretty much fairly consistently over the 25 years that it's been out. I played it a lot when it first released, when I was in high school, absolutely obsessed with it. And then ever since then, I usually try and do a run about once a year, right? I just get the itch and I like to jump back in again. Now, so, just to set the stage, this is not my first time playing Diablo 2. Technically speaking, it's not my first time doing a hardcore run either. But historically, when I've played Diablo 2, A, I haven't done a hardcore run since I was in high school, and B, I only ever did hardcore runs with my friends. Like, there was something we did as a group together, just for a bit of a laugh and a bit of a giggle, right? So I can't remember a time when I've actually attempted a solo hardcore run of Diablo 2. My memory is not the best thing in the world, so, maybe I'm making that shit up, but from memory, this is going to be my first time ever attempting a hardcore run. All right, so that's the context laid down. How are we doing out there in chat? Josh, I'm at PAX. Opportunity to watch Limited. Have a great stream. Man, you dropped in on the show floor at PAX right now just to tell me to have a great stream. What a guy. Thanks, man. That's really cool. Hey, cool dog. Jamie, this is one of my top 3 games of all time. Me too, man. Absolutely me too. I nominate Stabby McStabface as the name. Hardcore barbarian named Giga Chad. What was the birthday clue? Sorry I joined. Okay, so the birthday clue is that Diablo 2 is 25 years old this year. I was 15 when I first played this game back in high school. Unreal. Fuck, I'm old. It's ridiculous. But yeah, 25 years old this year. Our little Diablo 2. All right. Let's have a little bit of a look at characters and what we're going to play for this run. Now, I did put up a bit of a post on the channel asking for suggestions. I ran another poll on my Instagram at Jamie Goes Retro if you want to go follow me on there. And it was an interesting mix of suggestions. Like, I thought there would be one clear sort of winner, but there wasn't. Like, the suggestions were like spread across the board on pretty much all the classes. So that hasn't made my job of choosing any easier. So we're going to go through them and I'll sort of share some thoughts and we'll see who we're going to go with for this particular run. All right, starting with the Amazon. I think the Amazon is a contender. I don't have a lot of experience with the Amazon, admittedly, which could make for a funny hardcore run. But I do like the Amazon quite a bit. So I think the Amazon's in there. I get the feeling that playing a melee class for a hardcore run might make the experience a little bit more tense, shall we say, okay? Hey, Kirasino, what's going on? Never got to experience Diablo 2. Joined the franchise with D3. I was too busy playing WoW to know about Diablo. This should be fun to watch. I hope so. I hope it goes for longer than one stream. It might be a short experience. But if you haven't played Diablo 2, guys, if you've never played Diablo 2, go and do it, right? Just go and get it. Diablo 2 Resurrected. It's a fantastic remaster of an amazing game. It's still good now. It's still fun. Yeah, do it. Just trust me and do it, okay? Are you going to play 1.0 or Lord of Destruction? I think we're going to go Lord of Destruction. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Just to, like, by some miracle, if we survive and get through Diablo, then we got another act we can, like, try and press on with. And I think, like, Lord of Destruction just gave a lot of quality of life stuff to the game that I think you'd miss if you didn't play with it. That's my reasoning anyway. Amazon, no, sorry, not Amazon. Assassin. Assassin I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. I don't like the expansion characters. Like the Assassin and the Druid, I've never been a big fan of them. I've probably played them once or twice each. I don't know. They just don't drive with me. I prefer the originals. Necromancer. I thought Necromancer would be like everybody's pick, to be honest. I thought this is who people would suggest. Again, I'm not super experienced with the Necromancer. The Necromancer was my dad's character of choice, actually. My dad is the person who introduced me to this game. He was a big PC gamer back in the day, mostly with Doom and Diablo. They were like our household staples on the home PC screen back in the sort of late 90s, early 2000s. And the Necromancer is what he always played. Barbarian for me is probably, of the original classes, my least favorite. I love them all, but I find the Barbarian only really gets all these cool toys much higher in the levels. Like he's a bit of like a left click fan. You know, you're just hitting stuff and not doing a whole lot of exciting things until he gets to like level 30 where you unlock Whirlwind and some cool stuff there. So I don't hate the Barbarian. I played the Barbarian a bit. In fact, my last run of Diablo 2 was with the Barbarian, but I wouldn't say that he's my favorite. The Paladin, however, is one of my favorite classes. The Paladin, I think, is a big contender here. I think if I'm going to do a hardcore run, maybe it's better to go with something I've got some sort of familiarity with at least. I like the sword and board. I like having the armor. I just like what the Paladin does. I think is a fun class to play. My other favorite class is the Sorceress. The Sorceress was the very first class that I ever played in Diablo 2. So I've got a real soft spot for the Sorceress. I love how she plays as well, but two very different play styles between those two. And like I said, not a huge fan of the Druid. Sorry, Druid fans out there. It just doesn't really do it for me. Plus, as Josh pointed out, I did just play Pokemon. So I don't know if I want to necessarily roll with another pet class right off the bat. So I'm thinking it's going to be Sorceress or Paladin. That's my, with maybe Amazon as a backup if everybody loves the Amazon. That's sort of where I'm leaning. And I wonder if playing the Paladin will give us a little bit more exciting of a loot game to chase, and also just make the experience a little bit more tense because I can't just sit back and like spam spells from a distance, from a safe distance. Maybe that's sort of where I'm leaning. What do you guys think? Play Necro and name him Boner. Classic. Necromancer is no fun in my opinion. Yeah, you're not a Necromancer fan, Magnus? I remember the Necromancer was never fun playing multiplayer. Holy shit. In like the fucking worm tunnels in Act 2 where it's just fucking packed with skeletons. Like just traffic jam central. Playing with my friend who played a Necromancer was painful. And I always get mixed up between his skeletons and the enemy skeletons, and I'm constantly trying to kill his minions. Do a poll for the class. Can I do that? Here we go. Do a poll. Here we go. Which class should we play? I think we'll put the choice. So I'm going to go either Paladin or Sorceress. I think they're going to be the two that I like the best. There we go. Polls away. Polls away. Cast your votes. See what we think. All right, we got some Sorceress fans. Okay. No Paladin fans yet. Oh, okay. So you guys like the look of the Sorceress better for a hardcore. I guess she is a little bit more of a glass cannon, isn't she? Like she's a little bit more of, I guess the risk is going to come with, you know, yes, I can stay at a distance, but if I get hit, it's going to be lights out, really, isn't it? What scares me on a hardcore run with the Sorceress is those worm tunnels and shit in Act 2, right? The grub tunnels. Who else? Some of the bosses could potentially be problematic. The Act 2, but what's his name? I'm fucking blanking on his name. The Act 2 demon. God, how embarrassing. I can't remember his name. A decisive victory for our girl. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's 100% Sorceress. Everybody hates the Paladin. All right. No sweat. Poor Pally. All right, no, that's cool with me. That's totally fine. If we like the Sorceress, we'll roll with her. Always a fan of spellcasters in games, so I had to go Sorceress. Okay. Easy done, guys. All right. We're going to call her Jane Demons. We're a hardcore character. We're an expansion character. Duriel. Yeah, thanks, Magnus. That's the word I couldn't think of. Duriel. What an absolute beast. the death of the death of many a hardcore character, I feel. Especially sorceresses, probably. All right, here we go. Warning, once a hardcore character dies, it cannot be played again. Are you sure you wish to create a hardcore character? Yes. Now, I feel like because I've started the game, yes, unfortunately, we miss the opening cinematic, which is a fucking crime, all right? So, don't go and watch it now, but if you haven't seen the opening cinematic for Diablo 2, it's like one of the greatest video game cinematics ever made. Beaten possibly only by the closing cinematic for Diablo 2, like the original game, not Lord of Destruction. Incredible cinematic. So make sure you go and check that out. All right, we are away. Warriv.
Greetings, stranger.
Greetings. I'll just adjust the volume up a little bit. So let me know if it's coming through okay, guys.
No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Well, some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake.
Ooh, that's bad.
Shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside.
That's also bad. That seems like bad news.
I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lut Gholein before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive, then I'll take you along.
If I'm still alive, then
You should talk to Akara.
this fucking guy.
She seems to be the leader of this camp.
No faith at all. He knows I'm playing a hardcore character. Good old Warriv. All right. So as you can see, I've got the, I am playing Resurrected, so there are some very, very minor gameplay changes if you've never played Resurrected before. Mostly they just condense some of the side dungeons, make them not quite so labyrinthine. But that's about all they do, really. I think that's the main sort of noticeable gameplay change. But I've got the retro filter on. I think the game looks great in the remastered graphics, but I've just got such a nostalgic attachment to this look. I can't play it any other way. And we are a retro channel after all, so best to have the retro look. Akara. I don't know how old Akara is, right? I get the feeling she's probably like an elderly lady. Man, I thought she was smoking hot when I was a teenager. I don't know. Well, maybe that I've got a thing for mature women, I suppose, maybe. Full voice acting, by the way, which was pretty crazy back in the day, especially for Diablo 1. Like 1996 games didn't have fucking full voice acting in 1996. Insane.
I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood.
And these are so iconic, man. Like these voices, this dialogue, which I'm talking over the top of obnoxiously. I apologize.
Has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it.
Andariel, man, she was something for a 15-year-old boy, huh? Holy shit.
Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger.
Who played this as a teenage boy and drew out the Andariel fight for as long as possible?
And we will pledge our loyalty to you for
Terrible.
all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness.
There is. We're gonna stomp it out. Don't worry about it.
Inform me that a cave nearby
We're not gonna die.
is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave.
Oh, that voice acting's so good in this.
Fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beast.
All right, here we go. Man,
Great Eye watch over you.
back when quests were quests. Like, I love this about Diablo 2. Like the fact that like each quest felt like exactly that. It felt like going out on a quest into the wilderness. It wasn't like, hey, go talk to that guy over there. Great, now go back over there and talk to this guy. Now go back and talk to the first guy again. Quest done. Like, What are we talking about? No, go out and cleanse the den of evil. Like, fuck yeah. And I love this like exploratory sort of nature to it, where you just like go like, where's the den of evil? Like what's there? Like what have I have to, like, no idea, no information. Just go and do this, and away you go, and just sort it out with the best you can with what you have. Look for the den in the wilderness outside the rogues' camp. All right. Evil beware. Well, so what are we rolling with here? We got Firebolt. So I usually, if I do a sorceress, I usually do a lightning sorceress. I'm thinking about going a frost sorceress this time. Refilling shrine. I don't really need that. The music. The fucking music. I used to have, back in the day, when I wasn't playing Diablo 2, I had a Winamp on my PC, and I'd play Wilderness.mp3 from Diablo 2 and Hellmarch 2 from Red Alert 2. They just rotate between those two tracks over and over and over again. Whoa, whoa, whoa! We probably don't want to waste mana on these guys, do we? I guess we can get that. Zombies! I hate zombies. No, hit the guy. There you go. Smack him. I love the sound of the staff, like just the crack. It sounds like it just hurts like hell, you know. Compared to the Sun Quest of an MMO where it was, collect 8 boar spleens. Stark difference in tone. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. You only get 6 quests for most of the acts, except the last act, or the act in hell, I should say. And that's it. 6 quests per act, and each one feels like a little mini epic adventure. It's so good. That's one of the big things that I miss about Diablo in modern Diablo games. Is like they've become very much like sort of MMO busy work. Cow! Money, money, money. Diablo 3, I played a lot of Diablo 3 as well. I love Diablo 3. I think it's a fantastic game. I know it's got its haters. I don't think it's a very good Diablo game, like tonally, with the writing and the story. I thought the story was dog shit. The writing is horrendously bad. So the tone of it kind of felt like a children's school book, you know, scribbling in a school book, their version of horror. That's what it felt like to me, of gothic horror. Just felt like a Marvel version almost. But man, it was a fun game to play. Really enjoyable, like actual gameplay. One of my favorite games, gameplay-wise, actually. Like Diablo 2 is very simplistic by comparison, for sure. Ooh, a wand. Love a bit of that. Hey, hey. 2 hits on a fallen. What's this nonsense? Now, I said at the start, whoa, boots. Did I put them on auto? Yes, I did. They've been playing Diablo 2 for 25 years. Do not let that fool you as to being anywhere near competent at the game. Yeah, that will become apparent very quickly, I'm sure. Oh, fulminating, they're worth good money. All right, we got to skill up. Let's go. So, I think the first thing we want to do is get some warmth happening. We need some mana regen. So I think that's where we're going to drop point number 1. Increases the rate at which you recover mana. Yeah, that's super important. That's 30% just with the 1 point. So that's a huge boon. I think if you play a sorceress, you've got to have at least 1 point in warmth, right? Here's where things get a little bit tricky, especially for the sorceress in terms of stat distribution. Like, we're going to go pretty hard in vitality, right? Because it's a hardcore run and we need survivability. But we also are going to need to be able to wear the best armor that we can afford as much as possible, which means we're also going to need strength. So before I drop any points into that, we might just do a quick run back to town and just see what sort of strength we need to get some armor happening. We should be able to wear some quilted armor, I think, but we'll see. What's going on with the like the V sinking in? Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Perspective off. Yeah, that's right. Looks like I'm getting like some syncing issues. Hopefully that's not too annoying if that's the case on your guys' end.
Hi
Chassis.
there. I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here in camp.
I like Chassis as well a lot.
Strong adventurers around here. Many of
Good
our
old
sisters
Chassis.
fought bravely against Diablo when he first attacked the town of Tristram. They came back to us true veterans, bearing some really powerful items. Seems like their victory was short-lived, though. Most of them are now corrupted by Undying.
How's the sound, guys? Can you hear things okay, or do I need to turn it up or down? Just let me know in the chat what you think. All right, so we need strength 12 to get the shittiest armor. So we're going to have to drop a couple of points in the strength at least. 20 to go up to leathers. All right. We'll get rid of all this shit. That's some good cash. That's some good cash. That's some good cash. And we won't need that. Do a little bit of a repair. All right, so let's drop 2 points into strength, just so we're in armor range. Do you change player count for easy level or exclusively player 1? The sound is fine. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Magus. Do you change player count for easy level? What do you mean by that, Cool Dog? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, do I play exclusively solo, or mostly in groups? Is that what you mean? I'm playing offline at the moment, by the way, so no one can just like drop into the game or anything like that. It's just a solo run, and I do prefer to play Diablo 2 solo. I don't know. I get really like invested in the atmosphere of it and the feel of it, and I feel like you lose a bit of that playing in. I mean, I've done a lot of Diablo 2 group play, but I do like playing solo, and I find it's a much easier game in a group as well. Like I know the health of the monsters all goes up, the more players that you have in, but just the utility you get from multiple. Like my last playthrough when I played Barbarian, I played with my friends who played an Amazon and a Druid, and like, man, we just like fucking rolled over the top of the bosses, you know. Type M/players X to substitute number 1 to 8. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. I gotcha. Yeah, like to change the difficulty of the game. I'm just gonna play it as is. Yeah. Look. You've seen me play games, okay? We don't need to be like putting any like false difficulty onto this thing unnecessarily. I'm just gonna play it straight, basic. Whenever I play this stuff, I like to play it as close to the original source, you know, as I can get to get that experience. Right, I'm gonna dump. Let's have a look here. Let's drop a couple in vitality here, and I think we'll go the extra one into energy. Like I said, we'll probably make a move to like, I know it's vitality is kind of the dump stat, right? And then you just choose one other thing to drop points into. So we will transition to that. I just want to hit a few armor thresholds. We're also going to watch our energy, which is a bit of a sorceress issue. What? Damn it. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. Fuck, this thing's making an idiot of me. Hey. Thank you. So, I've talked about this in other places before, but I first came across Diablo. A friend of my dad's brought the original game over. Ooh, Zambi. Trap Zambi. Chipped Ruby, thank you very much. A friend of my dad's brought the game over, the original Diablo. I would have been, God, I don't know. What, 10? Oh, here we go, Den of Evil. And I remember like my dad and my mum and his friend all sort of like crowded around our home PC. And I walked out to see what was going on because obviously there's something interesting happening. And I got to see the screen just as Dad ran up to like the dude who's like got his guts spilled everywhere on the bridge on the entrance to the cathedral, and he's like, oh, demons and all that sort of shit. And my mum like turned around to me and said, off you go, this isn't for you. And so I never played the original Diablo. Oh, there we go. Armor. That's what we want. Where is he? You. But then by the time Diablo 2 came out, I was a bit older. And I remember my dad bringing that one home and watching him play that. I got to hang out then and get a look at it, and I just fell in love immediately. All right, what we got going on? We got socketed quilted armor. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Dang. Okay, we get a little bit of extra life with this ruby, potentially. Depends for the build you want to do. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave that sort of like largely up to you guys, okay? So you guys can sort of like dictate the major build decisions. And I'll just roll with it with my inept skill and make a mess of it. Don't forget to sell while in town. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And what I need to do, what I really need to remember is to bank my cash when I'm in town. Not that it matters, I suppose, because if I'm dead, aren't I? What I need to remember is to gamble when I'm in town. Josh messaged me to remember to gamble. I think Josh thinks I've got like a gambling problem because of my last Diablo 2. We got in deep. We got in deep on the gambling front. Nope, nothing that way. Man, stamina, holy shit. I liked, you know, I've listened to a few talks from the creators of the game over the years. And they said the one regret they have is adding a stamina bar. And I would agree with that. It's just a pain in the butt until it becomes irrelevant. And then by that point, it's like, what's the point of it even being there anyway? Whoa! Danger Town. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Don't die in the den of evil, Jamie. Jesus Christ. Where is he? There he is. Hey, oh, no shit. We're trapped. We're trapped. We're trapped. We're trapped. Kill him. There we go. All right. We're okay. We're okay. Embarrassment avoided. For now. Oh, guitar. We'll have that. Have a bit of a sell on that. All right. Let's sort out our fucking belt here a little bit. How much do you want to suffer? Because I can make this very brutal. Man, look, whatever you like. I mean, no, I don't want to suffer. I'd like to enjoy myself. If we can all enjoy ourselves instead of like just you guys enjoying yourselves at my expense, that'd be ideal. Oh, sash, nice. But whatever's clever, man. I'm easy. Like Sunday morning. Apparently I was very early to the wanting to play games, trying to pick up an N64 controller as a toddler. Nice! It wasn't plugged in, but I didn't know that. My dad was playing and I thought I was. I used to do that with my my younger brother. Give him... That's the classic, isn't it? Like, give your baby brother a non-connected controller just so they feel like they're part of things. N64, man, what a console to get blooded in on. That's probably my favorite console of all time. Like, that's where a lot of my memories come from. Like, the N64 is where I fell in love with gaming, right? Like, my first, I think I've said this before, my first console was, oh, crap. Close. My first console was an Atari 2600, right? Like, I'm old. And like gaming was kind of fun, you know, it was like a fun way to pass the time on that. And I had a Sega Master System. I had a second-hand Atari 2600 that my dad bought at a like a garage sale or a yard sale. Then I had a second-hand Sega Master System that died pretty soon after we got it. And then we got an NES, and I had the NES like all the way up until the N64 was released, which is why, you know, one of the main driving factors of doing this channel, right, is because I just completely missed out on the Super Nintendo Mega Drive, like that golden era of gaming, which is why I haven't played a whole lot of games. And like we were, you know, obviously buying secondhand consoles at garage sales, I grew up quite poor. So we didn't have a whole lot of games or access to games on those systems that we did have. But that all sort of changed when the N64 came along. Little glitch there. And that's where I was like, holy shit, I fucking love video games. Like, there's so many good memories of my childhood that are wrapped around the N64. So many. All right, we've got a decision to make, people. Which way are we going here? I'm thinking cold. I'm thinking we go cold. I can't remember the last time I did a cold sorceress. It's been a while. I think it's very lucky to have parents who are into video games. Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like, it's crazy. Like, it seems so... Like, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, but both of my parents gamed. And so gaming in my house, like, I've got like a family of 6. I'm the eldest of 4 kids, all boys. And for us growing up, like, the Nintendo 64 was like the perfect console for a big family. And B, like, it was always like a big family thing that we all kind of got involved in. It's something that we all did together, like mum and dad and the kids. You know, we'd all be playing Mario Kart or GoldenEye. Well, mum wouldn't play GoldenEye, but she played a shitload of Mario Kart. Holy crap, my mum was good at Mario Kart 64. Jesus Christ, we could not beat her. Yeah, like, dad played a lot of PC games, played a lot of RTS games, shitloads of RTS games. And that got me into RTS, so that was like a connective thing that we had. Diablo, we used to talk about a lot. We'd both play. So it was a really cool, like, you know, inclusive, positive kind of thing. Whereas I think a lot of parents now look at, and for a long time, have looked at video games as this really, like, dividing negative thing, you know, like, and games have kind of gone that way, right? Where it's something that people go off into their bedrooms to do by themselves with the door shut, you know, on the PC or whatever, on the Xbox. You just don't get that sort of couch co-op, couch multiplayer vibe these days, which is a shame. And it's a shame that, like, you know, video games have that stigma that I have a very different experience of, like, how healthy and beneficial gaming can be in a family environment compared to, I think, what most parents have. Like, I used to watch my parents play Toe Jam and Earl together. It was so cute to see. That's fucking cool, dude. That's awesome. I can't remember. My mum and my dad liked very different games. So I don't think they really played much together other than Mario Kart. And my dad wasn't a huge Mario Kart fan. So they sort of had their different genres. Mum was a big racing fan, so we played a lot of racing games on the 64. Woo. There's a lot of bad guys, and my belt's empty. Oh, what a shot! Did you see that? All right, let's clear him out. Oh, I got a wand. I got a wand. Woohoo! Oh, I want that too. Where is this bastard? There he is. Stop rezzing them. Oh no. Inventory Tetris. Oh, bend it like Beckham. Look at that. All right, let's have a look. What's going on in here? Man, how good is this? We want to compare. How do I compare? I can't remember how I compare. No. What's the fucking key to compare items? I can't remember what it is. Oh well. I'll figure that out later. So 1 to 5, 1 to 3. This gives +1 to Firebolt though. That's pretty fucking good if we're using Firebolt, but that also gives me +1 to Firebolt. And this has got more damage to Undead. +3 to Life is not that great. Yeah, okay, that's a pretty shit wand actually. Let's ditch that. Let's grab the leathers because that's going to be worth more. I've got a town portal. No, grab that. Thank you. I want to put that in my belt. Let's fill up the old belt. Probably going to be handy. Man, I do miss the, like, auto arrange. Like, you know, the games that have an auto arrange for the inventory. Like, you just click it and brrr, does it all. Bolts and arrows are rarely worth selling if I remember correctly. Yeah, no, they're dog shit. Like, I'm only carrying them until something else better comes along to take their place. They're not worth anything. Oh, here we go. What's his name? Corpse Fire. Oh shit, I got rid of my firebolt because I changed weapons. Get out of here. Alright, let's clear his posse out first. Posse. I said posse. P-O. Okay. Have you ever played the Tenchu series? Hey, AB, what's happening, dude? No, I haven't. It's on my list, actually. The original Tenchu is on the to-play list for the channel. So, you can expect a video of that at some point. Ooh. Corpse Fire might be, the last guy here. No, three more. All right, let's burn him down. Oh, yeah, hang on. Here we go. We'll get the rest of his groupies. All right. Now let's get him. Hey, buddy. Boom, 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 boom. Down you go. Down you go. Attaboy. Oh! 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 Hello.
This cave
Hello?
has been purged of evil.
Will that fit there? Ah, ethereal. God damn it. Son of a bitch. All right, let's go back to town and let's drop some skill points and stat points in. And I'm going to take that with me too. God damn it. I don't think I can squeeze it in. I think I'm going to have to do a town portal jobby. We'll get some tomes. We'll get some tomes of town portal and identify. All right. Let's have a look. Definitely sticking around for that. Nice one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's just another classic. That's on the original PlayStation, yeah? Do I remember that correctly? Like, just another classic that has passed me by. I did know one of my friends loved Tenchu back in high school, but I never got the chance to play it myself. All right, Chassis. Honey, where are you? There you are.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. All right, we're gonna ditch that. We may as well ditch this. I mean, we're not going to use it anytime soon. I don't think. Yeah, we're going to come across more leather. I'm going to ditch that. Like, I know it's just not for where we are in the game right now. Oh, although, hang on. Whoa. Shit. How do I... Shit. No. Shit. I can't. God damn it. I had the fucking buckler. Why'd I do that for? I got the fucking buckler. What an idiot. Ah. Rookie error. Alright, we're going to identify this thing. What do we got here? Enhanced defense, cold resist, poise resist. Attacker takes damage of 1, repairs 1. Yeah, I mean, it's not that hot, is it? Really? It would have been nice to pair with the wand, but alas, like, there is no buyback option, right? I don't think so. No. Oh well. Use set 2 for more inventory. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I need to do that. Although I can't do it unless it's identified, right? All right, we've got a key. Oh, yeah, we can get rid of that shit. Nice. All right. Oh, I guess I should do a repair too, right? Okie dokie. Let's just stash that for now. Oh, actually, no. Let's go with your idea there, Magnus. Let's go get us some tomes. And then we'll make some skill decisions. You have cleansed the den of evil. I don't need to read it in a stupid voice. How lucky for you guys.
My faith in humanity. The reward is training in the skill of your choice.
Shout out if you watch the Pokemon playthrough. Man, what an epic last episode that was. That was so good. I think that's been one of my favorite streams I've done ever. All right, I'd like one of those and one of those, please. Thank you very much. I think we just drop this ruby. Like, we're not going to be... I end up with so many gems. Like, do any of you guys do the same thing? Like, you just hoard gems, and then you just end up with a fucking inventory full of gems waiting for the cube, and then you're cubing them up, but you never actually use them in anything. They just sit in your fucking inventory. That's exactly what I end up doing. I just hoard gems for no reason at all. And I never actually drop them into any weapons or items. I'm coming back, Kasha, just 2 seconds. We're going to put this in it. This is going to be the save for Diablo potions. The old rejuvies. I usually stash gems and hoard them. Yeah, what is it? What is it about, like, the human nature to just, like, ferret these things away? And then you just end up with, like, this massive stash full of gems and, like, nothing. Like, you've never used one. Fuck it. I've just talked myself into it. We're going to put that in there. There we go. I've got red armor now. I don't think we're going to ever really need that. So we'll chuck that there. I guess we could use it if we found a cool weapon to throw in there, but whatever. Sure. There's no point, but sure. All right. All right. Before we go on to quest number 2, let's do some decision making. So, you guys pick the sorceress. The sorceress is what you wanted to see. What type of sorceress are we going? Cold, lightning, or stick with fire? Like I said, lightning is usually what I end up playing. I'm personally partial to trying a cold sorceress on this run. I think it'll help with the hardcore nature of things if we can slow stuff down. Cold is so good in this game. And I just haven't played one for a very long time. What do you all think? But I'm up for anything, really. Let's compare like what we got going on here. So we're going to get Ice Bolt if we go cold. I think that's what we would go into, not Frozen Armor. I know cold like has a really slow fire rate, or fire, like, you know, it travels slower, but we can still deal with that. Lightning, we get Charge Bolt, which is one of my favorite spells in the game. I dump tons of points into that and just do a fucking rando Palpatine RNG, like you just spam Charge Bolt everywhere kind of run. And we've already got Firebolt and Warmth. And we could dump more into Warmth too, if we wanted to. Do a poll. I don't know if we've got enough people watching to worry about a poll. You guys just chuck in the chat what you think, you know? I can read. Kind of. You guys just throw it in the chat. What do you think? And if I don't get an answer soon, I'll probably just go with what I want to do, which is cold.
Hello.
In the meantime, stat-wise, let's dump another couple into Vitality. I'm going to keep bumping the strength up until we hit 15, I think. Because then we get into the next tier of leather armor, which again, hardcore run, going to be important, I think. Do we just jump straight up to 15 now? I think we probably could, you know. I think we could. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just go straight to the next armor tier. Ooh. I'm so happy to see like some Diablo 2 fans in the chat. Like, I'm always surprised by how few people have played Diablo 2. And I guess it's like, I don't know, like maybe it's just my little sphere. Like, you know, my dad played Diablo 2. All my friends were obsessed with this game. We played it all through high school. So to me, it kind of felt like it was this really popular in-game. And I know it's so well loved by lots of people, but I just seem to come across a lot of people who've never played it, you know? I like the sound of lightning, but if it's what you usually do, feel free to do frost. It's just as cool. Lightning's fun. I mean, I haven't played a sorceress full stop for quite a while, so it'll be years since I played my last sorceress. So technically speaking, I also haven't played a lightning or fire sorceress for a long time either. So if you guys like the idea of like crazy charge bolt action, I like that playstyle. I'm happy to roll with that. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to weigh in on what you think. Yeah, that always surprises me. Like how, I don't know. It's sort of really emblematic in like our, like what we think of, where we get all of our sort of like information is very spherical, isn't it? It's very influenced by the little bubble that you live in. What is normal for you or whatever is very much influenced by that little bubble. I don't have a strong opinion, but cold is probably easiest for you.
Greetings.
Is easiest for me something that we're interested in? Easiest for me is not doing a hardcore run. So I feel like we're kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, you know what I mean? You're right. I think cold would be, especially like when we get to Ice Blast. I love Ice Blast. That's probably one of my favorite spells on the Sorceress. That's the one with the AoE, right? Is that the AoE one? Or is it Glacial Spike that's got the AoE? No, Glacial Spike's got the AoE. That's the one I'm thinking of. They're both great. But yeah, I really like those spells there. But then again, I really love Charge Bolt a lot. What do I like in fire? I mean, Fireball's the classic, right? Meteor, Firewall's fun to play around with. Inferno like is fun, but it chews through your mana like crazy. I don't often go into that. And then you got the classic Hydra, right? So we are looking, you know, I'm getting way ahead of myself looking at level 30 spells, right? Like, we may never get there. I'm more focusing on what's in this end of the tree that we may actually get to use before our untimely demise. Charge Bolt is very, very good in the dungeons. I will say that. Charge Bolt is very fun in those like close confined areas where you can just kind of try and fill a room with lightning. And it's got that little bit of randomness to it. We also get one respec, right? So that's something else to keep in mind. That I think it's once per play, like once per difficulty tier, we get a respec. So we can always like experiment. We can experiment once, you know. Maybe I'm talking myself into lightning. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like, oh, yeah, maybe that's the go. I'm just worried about, yeah, the cold damage would be very useful on some of the bosses and some of the big boys. Sounds like it's between these two. Cold and lightning. Fire's out by the sounds of things. All right. Oh, do I just flip a coin? Have I even got a coin? Have you heard that thing where like if you flip a coin that will tell you exactly what you want? Because if it comes up with the result and you're like, well then you really want the other one. Maybe we should do that. What can I flip? Have I got something to flip? God, never anything. There's never anything flippable when you need it. Hang on now.
Greetings.
Here we go. All right, I've got the lens cap for my webcam. Okay. All right, so let's say Elgato side up is going to be cold. Elgato side down is lightning. All right, flip a spoon. I don't have a spoon. Why would I have a spoon in my fucking office? Not playing in my kitchen. All right, here we go. Elgato side up. It's cold. All right, ready? It's lightning. We're doing a lightning run. All right. Charge bolt it is. Now we do currently have +1 on firebolt on our weapon. So I wonder if we stay with firebolt for the short term. Well, we've got, although it's +1 that only makes it level 1, right? No. Here we go. Yeah, it's only level 1. Okay, so it's much of muchness. We'll roll with charge bolt. Oh, I've got another. I've got another goober. That's right. I got a reward. Well, fuck me. Let's go another one. Hey. All right, Kasia.
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel.
I know you're here to challenge the evil that's driven us from our ancestral home.
I am.
But know this. Akara may be our spiritual leader, but I command the rogues in battle. It will take
we got a bit of
more
a
than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn
bit of
my
a power
trust.
struggle in the camp here.
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard.
What?
Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in
Bloodraven.
the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was
What a cool
also
name.
one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot
It's not okay.
abide this defilement.
I agree.
If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
I am truly your ally. Let's go. Here we go. Completed the evil Sisters Burial Grounds. Look for Bloodraven in the burial grounds next to the Cold Plains. And this is the other thing I really liked about the quests is like you get that sense of like venturing further and further out into the wild as well. Like you're getting further and further away from home. Fuck, I love this game. I just love this fucking game, man. I never get tired of it. All right, here we go. So out in the open, Charge Bolt is going to be a little bit of a nuisance, but that's okay. Love this music so much. I hope you guys can hear that okay. Loose rock, you say? I always found it funny that people like just hide their money under random rocks. One of the things I fucking love about this game compared to, I mean, there's a lot of things, right? I could talk about this for hours. But one thing that in particular that I love about Diablo 2 over the more modern games is that like you've got that like roll of the dice, that slot machine kind of mechanism of that a legendary or a unique as they're called here could just show up anywhere. Like I fucking love that. It's a minuscule percentage, but there's a chance that you could turn over a rock and there be like a unique item underneath. I love that it's possible. Like and like some, you know, I just think that's so good. Whereas the others are so much more, I don't know, gated, and they lose that. Like one of my favorite memories of playing the game was actually playing a sorceress and like just turning over a dead rogue in the Den of Evil and getting a unique shield. And I used that shield for the rest of my playthrough. Like never got rid of it. Oh, here we go. Bzz. That's right. Dagger? I hardly know her. What's this? Another refilling shrine. Okay. A buckler. Flavy! Here we go. Now we get into the hardcore. I love, oh man, the fucking animations on the evil rogues. Like where they're like fucking spirit comes up. Oh man, I loved it. So cool. We're just going to do a little bit of an explore around the Bloodmoor here before we move on. What's this shrine? Another refilling shrine. Holy shit. Let's grab it. Because we ain't coming back through here, are we? And a well. Well, well, well. Story of the 3 holes in the ground. Oh, we got another level up. Bzz, bzz. Well, we know where that's going. Boom. And so I think, yeah, we've hit our strength threshold, which reminds me we should probably go maybe and get that better. Oh, I'm sure we'll find better armor, right? Smacking a fly and a full plate armor drops is quite funny. Yeah, like the fly swarms in Act 2. When you kill them, it's like, ba-blunk. Oh yeah, that's all the little sort of idiosyncrasies like that are always amusing. All right, let's get some there. Again, if you guys have differing opinions on where stats should go, shout them out. I'll go with whatever you guys recommend. The Cold Plains. Even the names of shit are so cool. Whoop. Hey. That's enough of that. Nothing here. Oh, my donut. There we go. Waypoint. Nice. Oh, cardio. Oh, shit. Whoa, now. Hang on now. Let's just...
Not enough mana.
Shit. Just back it up there. Let's just back it up. Back it up. There we go. Holy mana potions, dude. Let's grab all of that. I don't think, like the old 2D isometric RPGs or the old 2D isometric RTS games get enough love for how good their sprite work was. Like, it's always like the 32-bit Super Nintendo and Mega Drive games that sort of get all the love when it comes to amazing sprite work. But God, these games had some gorgeous sprite art, I think. RTS games in particular, I think, were really good. Like, has anyone ever played Stronghold? One of my favorite RTS games ever. And it is absolutely beautiful. It still is today. Like, if you're an RTS fan and you haven't played Stronghold, you can get it for like $1 or $2 on Steam on sale. Stronghold HD. Well worth a look. Just for how it is visually. It's like beautiful sprite work. And it's like, you know, I just find that kind of like, and it's true for Super Nintendo and Mega Drive as well, right? Like, that it just never goes out of vogue. And it looks good forever. It's not like, you know, PS1 and N64 that you look at and go, Jesus Christ, you know. Like, good sprite work is timeless. And I don't think Diablo 2 has the best sprite work, if I'm honest, but there's certainly little glimmers of brilliance in it, for sure. And like the animation in particular, like the way, like when you hit the Fallen and he does the spin and the blood like splatters in a circle around him because he's spun around, like just little things like that, like so good. Oh gosh, I was thinking of picking up Stronghold again off stream. Oh, off Steam, sorry. Yeah, do it, Kira. Incredible game, love it. I was awful at the combat, but I adored the building and the theme and the music. Yeah, the music's so good. Oh, gloves. Ooh. Anyone who doesn't know, if I don't know how many RTS fans watch the channel, I love RTS games. I grew up on them. Played pretty much all the big classics and a bunch of like random, you know, unknown RTSs, which I think Stronghold you could count as one of them. Not many people know about Stronghold. But it's kind of like a town building sim mixed with an RTS game where you had to think about, oh, Bishy Bosh. Stay away from him.
Not enough mana.
Shit. Hey, back up. Kill him. Can Bishy Bosh res the shamans? I don't think, shamans? I don't think he can. Immune to fire. Well, it's lucky we switched out of that then, huh?
I need mana.
Come on, get him. Watch this for the explosion. Oh, there he goes. Boom goes the dynamite. Ow. Yeah. If that sounds like your cup of tea, it was just unlike any other RTS game. Like the flow of the gameplay, you know, like you didn't just build a barracks and then build soldiers endlessly. You had to attract people to your town, like peasants to your town, and then you had to like cut wood, and then fashion the wood into planks and then take them to the stockpile, and then you had to like train another peasant as a fletcher who'd then go and get the planks of wood off the stockpile and fashion them into a bow and then take them to the armory, and then you had to train more peasants into archers to use the bows in the armory that then became archers. It's like the whole game is like that. And some people will probably find that like slow and monotonous and frustrating. Oh, there we go. Another rare. Man, we're getting lucky. But I loved it. I thought it was so good. How the fuck did you just get back up? Where? Oh, you cheeky bastard. All right. Potion, low quality leather armor. Oh, hang on now. Hang on now. We got another socketed goober. All right, let's get rid of that. We don't need that shit. Some magic boots. I didn't even realize we picked up magic boots. How's the belt looking? Belt's looking all right. Can we move some of these around? Not really. No, we're not gonna have a hope in hell. All right, let's go back to Toon. Have a little sell up. I need to sell stuff to Akara because she also heals us. There you go. Hi. All right. We gotta do this, don't we? That's not bad as an early game axe. No good for us, but not bad. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Oh, I want these. Poison resist. Yep. We'll have a little bit of that. You can have a knife. You can have that thing. All right, we're in. It's funny in this game how like the ebb and flow of potions. Like sometimes you've got more potions than you know what to fucking do with, and other times you're like, shit, I need a potion. Where are the potions? I remember a really weird RTS game where you played as bugs and had to destroy other hives. I picked it up from a random discount store. It was awful, but it stuck with me. I don't know if I've heard of that one. Don't know it's an RTS really, but I played an odd game called Beasts and Bumpkins that I've never seen since. There's lots of like those really oddball, like early 2000s PC games that were like trying to chase trends. Am I not running? No, I'm not. I've been walking that whole time. See, this is the problem with me playing hardcore, is that if you go back and watch my Super Mario 64 playthrough, a lot of the times that I died was when I was looking at chat, talking to chat, and not paying attention to what's going on over here. So, I don't know how this hardcore run's gonna go, because I can't talk and play at the same time. That's why I'm a terrible streamer. All right, let's go back through here. All right, defense 11. That's not that much better. I don't know. Ooh! Oh, now I find it. Now that I've killed everybody. Dark Rain was probably the oddball RTS that we had in our house. Fuck, and talk about amazing sprite work. That had it was such a good looking 2D isometric RTS. We may as well grab this. Let's go find someone to use it on. Hello. Man, Charge Bolt is so fun. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, where is he? There he is. Oh, Stamina Shrine. Thank God. All right. Don't think... Oh, we might as well pick up the glove. No, the gloves. The gloves. Stupid. There we go. We use the rest of this mana shrine. I can't believe I sold that fucking wand when I had the buckler to identify. What an idiot. I dare say, what's this going to be? Is this going to be the burial grounds? No, that's a stony field. All right, so that's the next area. Yeah, Dark Rain. Anyone else played Dark Rain? Super brutally difficult RTS, but it had an amazing set of level creation tools, and I spent so much time messing around with those, like making my own missions, my own levels. They packaged in the developer tools with the game, basically. So you were using the same set of tools that the designers used to make the game. And I thought that was pretty cool. My dog's barking. Zelda! Come. It's okay, Don. You're allowed to drive down the street. It's fine. Alright. But yeah, every now and then you get those like just completely weird random RTS games that like 2 people have played or know about. And often they love them, you know? Because I mean, that's what it was like back then, wasn't it? You had to play what you had. And a lot of time it was like $2 bargain bin things from the electronics store. You know, how much of that shit was there? Like, what's the best random bargain bin game that your parents picked up when you were a kid? I'm trying to think of some of mine. Like, we used to get a lot of like demo discs and things off of magazines. But yeah, my dad would often get just random games out of the local Harvey Norman bargain bin just to try out. In fact, I'll tell you what. I've got one here. This is probably my favorite. Has anyone else played this? Whoop, 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 there it is. Heavy Gear 2. Did anyone else play Heavy Gear? It's like the super poor man's Armored Core, but I loved it. I absolutely, you probably can't see that very well. I absolutely loved it. It was like mechs, but they had like rollerblades on. So you had like this really like kind of tribes-esque combat, like really like gliding along. I thought this was great as a kid. That was, we played a lot of shit, right? We got a lot of garbage, but that was probably one of the best bargain bin games that Dad brought home. Good old Heavy Gear. And I only know one other person that has ever heard of it and played it. So if anybody's watching who has played Heavy Gear, shout out. Let me know. I'm now looking for all the old RTS games my family used to own. I've been reminded of the Settlers franchise. Yes, my best friend when I was a kiddo, he was way into Settlers. He loved Settlers. I didn't have Settlers, but I did play it at his house. And it's quite like Stronghold-esque, isn't it, Kira? You know, like where it's not just a straight up and down RTS. Like it's got a little bit more going on. Should we do the cave? Yeah, why not? Let's do the cave. Here for a good time, not a long time. Hey, Meeks, what's cracking? How you going, brother? Picked Sorceress. Nice. Yep, that was the popular consensus. Was the Sorceress, which is fine by me, because she's probably my favorite character.
I am overburdened.
Again! Woman, just shift some shit around. Jesus. There you go. Alright, got this undead whooping stick. Might as well use it. Yeah, I'm curious to know some of your best just random bargain bin games that actually turned out to be all right. I'm trying to think some of the others that we ended up playing. I played a game called Police Quest. It was pretty dog shit. Which is just like a point and click adventure trying to solve crimes. It wasn't great, but that's another one that I remember. There was another, we had a Magic School Bus platformer on the PC. It was, I don't remember what it was called, but it was like Magic School Bus in space. And I loved that. I played that a lot because I love the Magic School Bus. I think it's so good. Shit, am I out of mana potions? No. Okay, we just need to drop a couple more down there. We're going to be up for a town run very shortly. Just watch that health too. Whoop! Oh, you hungry dead. We're going to be getting a level up shortly. Yeah, we are. Oh, there we go. Mana potion. Thank you very much. Gosh, what is some other just like Jazz Jackrabbit? I'm pretty sure Jazz Jackrabbit came like free on every fucking magazine disc that was available. Like Jazz Jackrabbit was just everywhere. The original Rayman, that was another one. All right, new skill you say? Charge bolt. Don't mind if I do. Let's get some more health. Yeah, we need some health cranking. I'm going to do another 4 in health. Not a bargain bin game, but another RTS that I only have experienced from a demo disc, but could only be played as 2 of the factions. Oh yes, was Battle Realms. I've heard of Battle Realms. Never played it, but I have heard of it. Oh, these guys hit like a truck. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, okay, hold up now. That was close.
I need mana.
All right. Oh, those guys hurt a lot. Holy shit.
I am overburdened.
Yes, I know. I know you're overburdened. Okay, we'll go trade in. Whew, near miss. Almost a 1 hour series. Ah, funny. All right, let's get rid of that. Oh, was that better? It probably. Oh, no, I don't think it was. Yeah, we should probably ID that. Fast and loose, guys. Fast. We're just playing fast and loose. What prompted me to even try this, right? A, because I don't remember doing it before, but B, on my last playthrough, I didn't die up until I think the Diablo fight. I think that's where I died. And in fact, the last time I remember playing hardcore was with a friend of mine, way back in high school. It's sort of close to when the game, it hadn't been out for very long at that point. But I remember we marathoned a play of Diablo 2. And I think we played for, gosh, it must have been like 12 hours, 13 hours straight, something like that. On a hardcore sorceress, actually. And we got up to where you unlock the seals to release Diablo. And we died on the last seal. Like the Doom Knights that spawn killed us. And we're like, ah! And this was pre-Lord of Destruction. I was like, fuck, no! Better chance of getting magic items. See, these are the topaz are what I like to save up. They're the ones. No! I thought that was my stash. Pay attention, Jamie. The topaz are what I like to save up. Because I like having like big magic find. Like you drop a big fat topaz in a helm. And hope that it pays off. See, chatting away and not paying attention again. Just casually sell a topaz. No big deal. I now get to actually experience it after all these years thanks to being fan ported to Steam. Oh, nice. That's cool when that sort of shit happens. I wish that would happen. Gosh, I feel like there's so many good ways to play old console retro games, but old PC retro games are like so difficult to get played now. Like there needs to be a nice, clean, easy solution. I don't mean like downloading fucking like DOSBox and like all that sort of shit. Like just a platform like Steam. And Steam's got a pretty good job of bringing a lot of those in, but there's still so many that are just lost to time. Like GOG as well. Good old games. They've got a few, but like there just seems to be lots that are lost to time. Like the original Mech Warrior. Like I'd love to play the original Mech Warrior on the channel, but I don't know how to actually do that. I think, yeah, they're the real sort of like lost retro, and it's a shame, you know. I don't know what it is that makes it more difficult than console games, but apparently it is. Auto pickup of gold is something I'm pretty sure this has auto pickup of gold. Maybe I'm just so. Let's try it out here. Yeah, it does. Okay, I don't need to actually click on the gold. I was going to say that's something that I'm missing, but I'm missing it by choice. We might, I wonder if it's worth dropping one more point into warmth for another 12%. mana regen. Like any sorceress fans, let me know how many points you drop into warmth and
I need mana.
and how frequently. Like, is that an early game thing?
I need mana.
Yeah, I know you need mana. I know. I heard you. Stuck on some terrain. See, this is it's things like this where Charge Bolt excels, right? Big groups of weak enemies. Dead rogue, come on, unique. Nope, nothing. I love that. I love like every kick of a barrel is like pulling the slot machine lever, you know? I really like that. Dead rogue in the middle. Healing potion, I guess we'll grab it. How are we looking on mana potions here? We're getting a bit hard up. We got a lot of healing, not much in the way of mana. Ooh, let's quickly have a look at this. I mean, we might as well, right? We might as well. The worst feeling about these lost games is the ones you saw people play, never actually learnt the name of the... Oh, yes, that's right. And never being able to find or play it again. Yep. 100%. Yeah, that sucks. Like when you got, and especially it's like you got this kind of like half memory of it. You know, I remember it kind of how it was isometric. It kind of looked a bit like Age of Empires, but it had dragons in it. I got stuck trying to remember, like this really cool Star Wars RTS that I played back in the day that I loved. That was basically just a reskinned Age of Empires, and it took me longer than I am comfortable admitting to find out that it was Galactic Battlegrounds, I think it's called. Another banger if you've never played it. I think it's available on Steam. It's literally Age of Empires 2, but with I don't know how they got away with it, to be honest. Like, did Microsoft make that? They have to have. Like, because it literally is just Age of Empires 2, but with Star Wars sprites. Like, the game is identical. Did I just pick up a rare and not realize it? Shit, that's a lot of fucking dudes. Stick and move, stick and move. Where are they? Any more shamans? No. Alright. Come on. Get out of here. Money. Healing potion. We're loaded with that. Mana potions are our big issue at the moment. We need mana potions. We'll take those. Definitely take those. Can't. Oh, there's another one. Nope, nothing on her. Yet the memory of playing it exists still. Yeah. You just can't quite like, oh, what the fuck was it called, you know? Get more warmth, you don't need to buy mana potions. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we drop a few more points. I know the higher you go into warmth, it just has like huge diminishing returns. Like 1 point in warmth is 30% mana regen. Massive. And then the next one's 42. So it's like less than half. And I think it just scales down and down. But yes, I think we can afford to at least drop a couple more points maybe into warmth, depending on how diminishing the returns end up being. We'll check it out on the next level up. Hi. Crack. All right. I remember playing Command & Conquer Red Alert for the first time at my friend's house. He was a rich kid. He had his own computer, which was like, holy shit to me. It was much later that I got a computer, many years later. But he had his own computer up in his bedroom. And he showed me Red Alert. Oh, God. And it was like, holy shit. This is amazing. And I was already like a huge RTS fan at that point. Oh. This stream's gonna be just me making a lot of random noises. Cold Crow. Oh, she's such a pain, dude. She's such a fucking pain. I'm out of mana. I'm out of stamina. This is not a good place to be. This is where charge bolt is. Oh god, we still caught the edge of that. This is where charge bolt sort of comes undone a little bit, is the one-on-one big big monster stuff. But we did get a rare. More healing potions. Alright, we're gonna fuck that off. We don't need that. We'll take that. We'll take those. That's gonna sell. Man, scepters are like worth so much money. Even just basic scepters. Like I end up, like if you get a scepter, you end up like maxing out what it can sell for you. So you stash it, go to the next act. First thing you do is try and sell it again. Still maxed out, stash it, go to the next act, try and sell it again. And just keep on going until somebody will pay you what it's worth. I'm thinking we need to do a little bit of a town run here. What's this down here? Health Shrine. Yeah, let's grab it. Isn't it funny, like, I always run past, like, health shrines, refilling shrines, and wells, and not use them, because, like, you'll save it for, like, again, it's like the gem thing. I'll just save that. You're not fucking coming back past it. Just use the damn thing. But I never do. That was some magic armor. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go back to town. Now we gotta go back. Holy moly, I got a lot of stuff.
Good evening.
Akara. Okay, you can have that. What's this? Oh, yes, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Maxed out. 5 grand is the most they can pay in Act 1. So that's going to get stashed because it's worth more than 5 grand. I did pick up a rare and not realize it. I thought I did. What do we got? That's not bad. I mean, we're not going to use it, but it's cool. Or should I use it? You know what? Because we're not using Firebolt. That's the only reason, and I guess the undead clubbing ability. But we're not actually using Firebolt. So right now, we're literally just carrying around a stick. Would we actually be better off with something like this for the time being? Ooh! 10% chance to cast level 3 charge bolt when struck. Nice. Plus 5 mana, which is, you know, fuck all. Cold resist, lightning resist, fire resist, poison resist, magic damage reduce, attacker takes damage. That's a fucking great shield. That's a good ass shield. For now in the game. Yeah, okay. We lucked out on that one. 30% enhanced defense, repairs 1 durability. Is that basically what we're wearing? No, it's poison resist. Gosh, what's better? It's got... I mean, 5% poison resist really is nothing. Like, I usually tend to, like, what's better, I judge on what's the sell value. And the game will usually tell me what's better. That's probably, it might be a stupid thing to do, but that's kind of how I do it. So, by sell value, this is better. We're not taking a lot of poison damage right now, and it's not that important. So let's roll with that. We are getting hit a bit with arrows and shit, so... I mean, it's fucking... We're talking about 2 defense here. We're not gonna, like... It's not gonna determine whether we live or die, really. Alright. We'll stash that. Maybe I give the dagger a go. Maybe we just, like... Maybe we just run around with a little bit of knifey spoony. We'll sell this now. We don't need that anymore. And we'll just see how it does. Alright, first item. Actually, no. We'll hang on to that in case we get a wand while we're out and about. Andariel is poison, though? Yeah, we're still a ways off from Andariel. Like, I'm pretty sure we will find some more poison resist. Famous last words. Before we get to Andariel. I'm banking on having, like, maybe some emeralds or something. Before we get there. I hope. And this shield. If we can put this shield on, that gives us 7% poison resist as well. So... we'll see how that plays out. Again, famous last words. Look at me. I look like a fucking psychopath. Ah! Stab, 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 stab. I can have my buckler on, actually, if I have the knife. There we go. Look at me now. Green knife, purple buckler. That's a fucking look right there. All right, let's grab that. Knife and shield. Yep. On it, Magnus. We'll roll with that. See what happens. I'm wondering whether we should be coming into these caves, you know? Like, are we just tempting fate down here? Like, if I die down here in one of these side dungeons, that would be annoying. Like dying somewhere where you don't even need to be. Stab! Gosh, she really goes for it too, doesn't she? Ooh, our first charm! Alright, let's ID that. Attack rating? Okay, well, meh. Yeah. Oh man, is it worth using our last? Probably not. We'll just hold it for now. We'll chuck that in there. Alright. I don't think attack rating is worth taking up the inventory space on old Jane Demons here. Hello?
I need mana.
Yes, I know. Oh, the animation's awesome. You get XP in items though to make it easier. Yeah, that's true. That's why you do it, right? Like it's for the XP in the items. Like if it wasn't hardcore, there's no question. Like I clear out everything. It's just that like, are we tempting fate because it's a hardcore run? That's the question. And the answer is probably yes, but probably also still worth it. You watch. I'll fucking die in one of these places now that I've said that. Here we go. Boss man, who are you? Viper Horn. No jokes. No jokes in the chat, okay? That's his mother gave him that name. Nice! Level up. That's what we want. Oh, amulet. That's the good stuff. Mana potions. Excellent. Stabby, stabby. Alright, I'm liking the knife. The knife's good. Okay. Nope, we're not in the clear yet. Oh, is that topaz? Yes. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I hate these dark ranges are bad fucking news for the sorceress. Especially if you get like a group of them all together. They just do so much damage.
I need mana.
Yeah, I know. We're just gonna go stabbing. We're gonna go stabbing. It's okay. There's the chest. Nice. Alright. Did I leave anything behind? Yes, I left the topaz. We definitely want that. That's gonna go in a cube. Alright, what do we get? A whole lot of fuck all. Alright, well, let's grab the cash. We got mana potions, I suppose. Most of our fucking inventory is gonna be mana potions and health. Look at Jesus Christ. Alright, let's take a magic club. Probably not gonna be worth a whole lot. Oh, yes. Okay. New skill. All right, so we think warmth. Let's drop another one in warmth. So this will take us to 42. Oh, it's not going to tell us what the next level is. Damn it! I thought it would tell us what the next one would be. Well, that sucks. All right, well we're at 42 now. Sash is nice. Yeah. I'm definitely we're taking the sash. It's just whether I come back. Or I just drop some healing potions. Man, I hate dropping healing potions because then at some point in the near future we're like, shit, out of healing potions. All right. Let's do a little town portal. We've been finding like decent amounts of town portal scrolls, which is good. Akara!
Good day.
I need some more of your money. I don't think we need this. Do we really? I guess we're doing a little bit of stabbing. Let's try this. Oh, I mean, damn it. If there's energy, we want pluses to energy. We don't want plus to mana. Like, we're not wearing anything else, so we'll wear it. Let's use the last one on the sash. Plus one to life. Again, you want, like, vitality or whatever it is. You don't want plus to life. And now we'll spend some money. Plus 3 life, plus 10 life. Okay, so she can have that. And was that the fucking scroll cost more than the club's worth? Outstanding. All right. We'll pick up a couple more of these. We're pretty close to getting Cane. We'll do one more. Secret cow level. Ah, the memories there. Yep. Yeah, I got to, my last playthrough was with 2 friends of mine who had never ever played Diablo 2 before ever. And we went right the way through to Act 5 and then did the secret cow level at the end just to show them what it was like. And it was not anywhere near as brutal with 3 people as it is with 1. I say brutal. It's not really brutal, is it? But there's some tricky dudes in there. Are we keeping this or is it just a waste of inventory space? I feel like it's probably a waste of inventory space, right? Really? Like plus 80 attack rating. It's not like we're a big attacker. I think there's better charms for us. So I think Akara can have that one. For now. Alright, and we got some stats to spend. Let's go. I think we still need more vitality. I think we still just keep dumping vitality. What do you all think? Should we do a hard drop into energy? Like do a big 5 into energy? Or just keep splitting it between like most of it in vitality, a little bit in energy? Charm is a waste of space, yeah. Yeah, they've got to be pretty good, don't they? Too. And there are, to be fair, there's some pretty good ones there. Like I've found charms that I'm like, oh yeah, that is worth 3 inventory slots. But most of the time, yeah, they're just a bit of a waste. Yeah, what do we think? Where are we putting these points? Vitality, energy, vitality, energy. Like it's just a matter of how we're going to split them. Whether we do a big drop into energy now to get a bit of mana. We keep running out all the time until we find some sort of mana regen or some sort of mana on like mana steal is what we really want. Although mana steal is probably not going to do us a whole lot of good because we're not actually physically hitting them a whole bunch. But also we're taking pretty big damage off these dark ranges. We're still in like padded armor, right? So we could potentially do a little bit of an armor upgrade, although we are getting life out of this one. I'm thinking maybe we just keep on the vitality. Like 4 in vitality, 1 into energy. Stay on the survivability train. And I mean, we've got a bunch of potions at the moment. We've just upgraded warmth. Maybe, yeah, maybe we roll with that. There we go. I'm sure there's sorceress players watching who are like, what the fuck are you doing? Leave a comment. Leave a comment and let me know if I'm doing it all wrong. I'm sure I am. Like I said, playing for a long time does not equal proficiency. All right. Back to the cave. Man, I don't know that we need to pick up all these healing potions, do we? I don't think we do. I think we're going to leave them. I know I'm going to regret that. But we'll just leave them. I regret it every time. Every single time I leave a bunch of healing potions on the ground. It's like 15 minutes later that I'm like, fuck, where are my healing potions? The old run back out of the dungeon. Good old Diablo 2. That was a nice quality of life thing in Diablo 3 where they put the teleport stone at the end so you can just jump back out. I don't know that I would want it in this game though. I don't know if I want them to change things that significantly. It's just like warts and all, it's just perfect the way it is. All right, we're back up. Fresh air. Brilliant. That's right. Just back off. Boom! Oh, that's funny. All right, burial grounds. Come on, burial grounds. Where you at? Here? This has got to be it. Yes. Let's just take care of this. A lot of dudes here. Don't need to click on the money, Jamie. You keep doing it.
There is dark magic at work here.
There is. Not for much longer. I did one of the more interesting sorceress builds that I did like way back was a Jedi build. I got a two-handed sword, socketed, put a like either a blue, like a sapphire or an emerald in it to change the blade to like green or blue or red for the ruby, and then go into things like telekinesis. That was fun. Not like the most optimal build, but it was fun to play around with. I like where you get to like a level of familiarity with a game, and it doesn't happen very often for me because I don't play games for very long. But you know, back in the day when that's what you had to play and that was it, the like emergent gameplay that would start coming out of them, we'd just start fucking around and trying. You know, you played the game to death, and now like, well, this is what we've got for the next 8 months still, so we need to keep this fun somehow. So you just start dicking around and trying different random shit. Like I remember Wave Race 64, my brother and I had like raced backwards around the courses and shit like that. And GoldenEye in particular, right? Like GoldenEye nights, you come up with all kinds of like wacky, weird, like game modes that you've invented yourself. Oh, there she is. Now I'm gonna have to be very careful here because she is going to hurt us quite badly. I'm just waiting for my stamina to regen. Diablo 4 is fun, but for some reason I do like D3 better. So do I, Meeks. Absolutely. I find Diablo 4 to be very cynical. A very soulless, cynical experience. You know, where you hit the pause menu and the fucking shop tab is like there lit up for like that kind of shit is just. And I don't know, it was just such a weird beast, Diablo 4. Like it made a great first impression. Because I wasn't interested in it at all in the lead up, but then I played that open beta weekend that they had. Man, we are fucking tearing her apart. Holy crap. And I was like, holy shit, this is really cool. You know, like the start of the game was like really fun. But then once you get past that early first impression, it just, I found it fell apart very quickly. Have we even been hit? I don't know that we have. Because she runs around so randomly. This is like where Charge Bolt is really good. Because like she's running into the bolts. Oh, mana. Mana! No, go away, bitch. I'm trying to, hang on. Just wait. I'll be back. Hang on. Wait. Just wait 1 second. All right, where you at? Where you at, woman? Whoop. That's right. That's right. Unlimited power. Stay on her. Stay on her. Oh, down she goes. There we go. Man, I thought we were gonna have a difficult time with her. We tore her apart. I think I tried to do a whole race doing a handstand in Wave Race. Yeah, shit like that, man. Exactly. Oh, that's so cool. Wave Race 64 is another one of those games that I played the shit out of. It's one of my favorite games, especially on the N64, and just nobody else has played it. So I'm glad that you played it, Meeks. That's awesome. I'll do a video of that on the channel at some point, just to revisit it, because I love that game. I absolutely adore that game. All right, we got a shitty ethereal scepter. Oh, come on, Blood Raven. What's this nonsense? No, what am I doing? There we go. I'm trying to get some organization here. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. Ah, god damn it. That's going to throw it out. There we go. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, Christopher, what's happening? D2 Classic, eh? Yeah, absolutely, my friend. I love it. Only way to play. Gotta go the retro graphics. Too nostalgic. It's just too nostalgic. The triple backwards flip was nice in Wave Race, if you could get it. That was not an easy one to pull off. All right, here we go. Return to Kashia for a reward. We'll do that in a moment. Undefiled grave. Let's do some defiling. Ooh, hello. Hi. Hi. Ooh. All right. Here's where charge bolt should pay off for us. Don't explode my face. Ow. Damn it. Oh, we'll have that. Oh, we'll have that as well. Ooh. Ooh. I want that. Need to go over there. Don't explode, don't explode. Man, can you imagine if we died to a fucking barrel? Oh my god. What a way to go. Hardcore run ended by a barrel. Wave Race hurt the N64 controller sticks though, it did. Yeah. That got the it ground them down. That and Mario Party with like the spin. Hey. None of that. Back in the good old days. Sorks just need a few rings and some mana. Yep, that's it. Mana's kind of our issue at the moment. Hopefully we can solve that. And yes, with some rings and some amulets. Hopefully, before we die. Oh god, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Okay. All right, we're okay. We're okay. We're all right. Subbed 300. Oh, nice. Thanks, Chris. Number 300. Are we up to 300? Really? Dang, that's cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the stuff. Enjoy the videos. I'm very lucky. We've got a cool little community growing here. Hey, speak of the devil, Chris. That's your doing, man. Look at that. That's karma. A jewel. Now, jewels are an interesting sort of like addition. That was something I never really played around with a whole lot. Man, we are like hard up on inventory space, and what we need to invest in is a bigger belt. Bigger belt is what we need. I dump all points into mana. Well, that's sort of what we've been like. I've been going like hard into vitality, mainly because it's a hardcore run, but also because I'm fragile as shit. And sort of like splitting vitality and energy, but yes, we probably need to start looking at boosting our energy up because we're just having mana issues, which I mean, it's early game. It's just how it is at the moment till we get things rolling. I really want these, but like, look at where this is ridiculous. I could probably sell some of these, can't I? I could probably, okay, hang on. We're going to belt. We're going to try and upgrade belt. That's what we need to do. We need a better belt. I don't know if we've got the strength to wear one. I don't know where these fucking belts weigh. Whoa, God. There we go. Sorry, I accidentally alt-tabbed out. There's another one. Oh, no, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Bling, bling, yep. Very welcome. You're a cool guy. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's get out of here. I know there's more rooms we could investigate, but I don't think we need to be taking unnecessary risks once we've got the chests. Like, the chests are what we're there for. Okay, let's do a town run and see if we can do something about this inventory situation. Hardcore, even more mana. Yeah, we're doing a hardcore run. Yeah, maybe I do need to go harder into mana. We'll have a look. Oh, I mean, energy versus mana, right? Like, I know I need mana. It's whether I'm dumping points into energy.
I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors.
Ooh, that's right. We got a buddy. Nice. Who have we got? Blaze. Outstanding. I forgot all about our friendos. All right, if we get an ice friendo, the ice rogues are super fucking helpful. Super helpful.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain.
Oh, Deckard.
You must go to Tristram.
Man, how they did him so fucking dirty. Holy shit. I was fucking pissed off. I was so angry. So angry. And if you came into Diablo with Diablo 3, you probably just wouldn't get that. But oh, man, I was angry. All right. This is gonna sell for fuck all. Yep. Wasn't even worth the identify scroll. Man, it does a lot of damage though. That's a lot of fucking damage. Is that worth us having a swing with instead of the dagger? What do we think? Like, I know we're not hitting very much. Like, we're not a stabby, but is it worth using that until the durability runs out? Because it's worth nothing. Maybe? What do we got going on here? That is garbage, and we'll sell that. The ring. Here we go. I mean, it's not great, is it? It's all right. It's better than what we're wearing, which is nothing. Oh, that's not bad. Holy shit, that's not bad at all. Okay. Maybe we hang on to that. Maybe we stash that bad boy. Grab a couple of those. Quest completed. What kind of Pokemon is this? I know, G. I could have played a druid, right? And then we could still have played Pokemon. All right. Let's drop these in here because I'm gonna hang on to that because that could be handy possibly. Yes, use the scimitar. Yeah, I think we're gonna give it a whirl. Look, we can fuck this off at this point, right? We don't need the. I mean, let's keep it as an heirloom. That's a relic. All right, hope it's going well. PAX, too loud to hear anything. No, all good, Josh. I hope you're having an amazing time, dude. I appreciate you even thinking to drop in and say hi. That's amazing, dude. Yeah, I hope you're loving it.
Good evening.
Very jealous. All right, do you have a belt that I can wear? Now, that belt there, the Superior Light Belt, still only gives us 2 rows, doesn't it? I think we need the next tier up to get a 3rd row from memory. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that actually helps us in any real way. Ah, damn. You know what we need? We need a wand. A wand to be fantastic at the moment. Imagine if I hadn't have sold that fucking wand. Necromancer with Skeleton Army. Oh my god, was fun. It was fun if you were playing by yourself, Meeks. If you were playing with other people, it was not fun for the other people. Fucking traffic jammed in Act 2 tunnels, dude. That's what I remember about the Necromancer. And swearing at my friend to fucking get rid of these skeletons out of the way. Good times. Good times. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're only a two row belt, so we'll leave that. Oh, I think we can afford to. I think we can afford to sell off some of these. No, don't drink the fucking thing. God damn it. All right. Yeah. Okay. I think we can get away with that. Bloop, bloop. And I'll just drop you guys over here. All right. That gives us a little bit more space to work with. I remember the multiplayer lobbies where people would drop badass stuff and try to pick it up right away. And you got, yep. They drop it on the ground and you like quickly snatch it up. Oh, man. And the PvP area outside town with nuts. Yep. Got to get those ears. I remember a friend of mine, 2 friends of mine, they always like got into these arguments over whose character was best. One was a barbarian, a whirlwind barbarian. The other one was the necromancer. And they decided to go out and sort it out, right? Old school. And that battle went for like a fucking hour. Like it just went on and on and on. It was like Goku versus Frieza. It just kept on going. This huge epic throwdown where he'd be like, neither of them could get the upper hand. They were so evenly matched. He'd like whirlwind through all his minions, trying to burn them down. He'd be able to get them back up in time to you know, put more chaff in the front of the shredder. It was such a good fight. I think the barbarian got the upper hand in the end. I think he eventually won. Josh, if you ever see the not in the chat, Josh, my friend from school, Josh, if you ever stumble across the video, shout out to the harvester dude. I remember him. Good times, man. High school and Diablo 2 are so synonymous with each other for me. Oh, I forgot to equip Blaze. Fuck. Okay, that's okay. We'll see if we can find us some gear down here. Oh, there we go. Ah, she's a fire. Damn it. Why can't you be an ice lady? Here.
I'll put that to good use.
Yes, you will. I hope so. I may trade you out for a an ice, one of your ice friends, because they're too helpful, too handy. What do you guys think? Should we invest in an ice rogue? I think it's probably going to help us out. They're just like, I think the ice rogues are my favorite companion. Like I know everybody loves the Act 2 mercenaries because they're good tanks. I've never liked the Act 2 mercenaries at all. I like the Act 3 again. The ice mage, wizard, sorcerer, fucking sword dude in Act 3, whatever they're called, the Iron Wolves. The ice guy in that is also incredibly handy, but I'm usually too attached to my rogue by that point to get rid of her. Unless she dies, and then maybe I get a nice dude. Oh, who we got? Spine spell. Oh man, she is helping us out already. This is great. Hey, stop that. Another Rejuve, we'll have that. Whole fuckload of healing potions that I'll regret not picking up. Hello, I'm here for all your valuables. It'd be really swell if you had like a barrel with a unique in it. No, I'll take that. Come on, come on. Ooh, magic sash. That's something. Come on, unique, no. Just a skelly man. The old stand in the doorway and spam charge bolt routine. Nice one, Blaze. Okay, Blaze is actually pretty cool. Maybe we'll keep her. This is so wrong. So wrong. Dear me. Oh, yes. That's 3 topazes now. That's good. Let's pop one of those. Oh, wow. That sounds like epic as fuck. It was epic as fuck. We had a whole fucking crowd of us. Like, it was at a LAN party that they had this throwdown. And everyone at the LAN party just stopped and watched the fight. It was so good. Potions. Ice Mage is my favorite. Yeah. Ice Mage is so cool. Like, because he's got the AoE Ice Blast. It's so helpful. Especially in the fucking jungle. Especially in the fucking jungle. Like freezing those little pygmy assholes is really handy. Magic resistance. See about that. He wasn't Blaze's arrow to the face resistant. Oh, that's new leather armor, guys. That's a potential upgrade here. Fuck! Too many potions. All right, let's pop this chest. Okay, let's town portal. And then we'll go back and see what we got. I'm burning through identify scrolls here like crazy. You know what I should be doing, actually? You know what the smart thing to do here would be? Instead of blowing money on ID scrolls, is just banking this shit until we rescue Kane. And then we just rock up with like a fucking arm full of stuff. Hey, buddy. Crush. You should identify all this shit. Blaze is a keeper. Yeah, no. Jamie, now we don't own people. All right. Give the secondary armor to Blaze. True. True. Yeah, we'll give her... We should actually... let's just go and buy her some stuff, right?
What can I do for you?
Let's just go and see what we can equip her with. Like, do you think she can wear strength 20? Strength 30 set. Fucking A, she can. All right. Let's drop a big bundle of cash on our girl here. Let's treat her right. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one there because that's pretty good. We'll get her that. And we're going to hold out for... Oh, can we get her a cap? I know we can find better shit than this. Like, I know this is a waste of money, but... you know, we got money to burn. It's not like... The only other thing we're going to do with our fucking money is gambling, right? So... Oh, no! Oh. Well, looks like I've got a new hat. With an accidental click. Okay. Well, sorry, Blaze. I just accidentally bought a hat for myself. You got some armor, all right? Be grateful. All right, here we go. Let's go back and see what we got. So this is potentially going to be an upgrade for us. Let's grab all this cash. We want that. Ah, man. I feel like that's probably all. I don't think we're going to take all the potions. I hate leaving them there. I fucking hate leaving them there. I really do. You wait. I know this is going to come back to bite me. I could be taking them and banking them. That's what I should be doing. Maybe I should be taking them and banking them for those times where, like, I just completely run out of health potions because I know it's coming. I know it happens every fucking time. Let's grab them. Grab them and stash them.
I am overburdened.
I know. Okay, well, that's all we're taking this time. All right, let's go. Let's mosey. I think we can just town portal now and then just go back to the cold plains. Go back to the cold plains. No, get in the portal. There we go. To the cold plains waypoint, yeah? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right, more stuff for Kane. Or maybe we should ID that. Let's drop a scroll on that, because that could be an upgrade for us. No. What's better? 5 defense or 10 life? There's a question. There's a question for the Diablo 2 long-termers. 5 defense versus 10 life. What's more effective? Like, I know this has got poison resist, but that's not... What does Akara think is better? Let's ask her.
Good day.
She thinks this is way better. All right. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. And I can't get my ruby out of there, can I? From memory. Like, there's no way to unsocket stuff. I'm pretty sure. I'll just hang on to it for now in case I feel like we do actually need the life. And then let's bank Let's just bank a bunch of this. Can I just hold? No, can I? There we go. Yep. All right. Cool. That drives me nuts, but that's okay. just walk away. Just walk away. All right. Cold Plains. And now we want to get to the Stony Field. How are we doing for time? 2 hours, man. That's flashed past. I love this game so much. Like, I could literally just sit here and play this all day. I can't, but I wish I could. I'll go a bit longer. Oh! Oh, yes, please. Hopefully that's a better amulet than what we've got. That's it. Have a bit of scimitar action. Give the used armor to Blaze. We got her the good shit. She's taken care of. She's good. We looked after her. We've been in there. Pretty sure it was over here, right? The Stony Field? Yeah. Run, run, run. Oh, stamina. Oh, God. Yep. All right. So we want to try and track down a waypoint here if we can. Goatman! You can't have a Diablo game without Goatman. It's like it's a must. They go hand in hand, in hand, in hand. Fucking love Goatman.
I need mana.
So cool. Oh shit! Oh god, that's lightning enchanted. Oh! That's our worst enemy. We do not like lightning enchanted stuff. All right, it's all cool. We'll run into Rakanishu in here, if I remember rightly. I think that's in here. He's a naughty boy.
I need mana.
I know, I know. Wells recover stamina too. Yeah, true. I was just saying before how it's like, it's so stupid the way I like see a well and go, I'll save that for next time. I'll save that for later. Like you never come back past it. So dumb. Just a hoarder mentality. Oh, yeah, we'll have that. We'll definitely have that. What's under here? We'll have that. So who watching has like played Diablo 2 like all the way from the beginning? Like 25 years ago at this point. Who played it on release in 2000? Anybody else? I'm curious whether it's something that you've just discovered with Resurrection, or whether like you played it back in the day. Wells refills always take at least one sip. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. It's just my stupid mentality, right? My idiotic, save that for later, doomsday prepper mentality. But yes, you're right. If you're going to drink from a well, only ever take one sip. Leave the rest. All right. Ooh, we're leveled up again. Now, okay, so we could go another 12% on warmth. Possibly. We do have static fields, which reduces life of all nearby enemies. I don't know how much we're going to use that. Telekinesis we're not going to use. I'd rather just dump it into Charge Bolt. I think Charge Bolt, if we're going lightning build, Charge Bolt is going to be like our main attack. I think like this is what we're going hard into. Maybe we go into lightning or chain lightning more specifically down the road. We'll see. But I don't think we're going to spec into either of these. Like, you guys tell me if you disagree. So we either are dumping another point into Charge Bolt or a point into Warmth to get a little bit more in the way of mana regen. What's that? Another 12%. So it looks like we're going up in increments of 12 now after the original 30. What do you all think? Where are we going to drop that point? Last time I played was about 20 years ago, Magnus. Haven't had the itch to revisit it. I get the itch every year. Once a year, I'll just be like, man, I could go some Diablo 2 right now, which is what's prompted this playthrough. You know, I was playing Pokemon. We were getting to the tail end of Pokemon. And, you know, like I said, Diablo 2 is 25 years old this year. I was like, yeah, I could go some Diablo 2. I think I heard the music somewhere. That's what fucking does it. Every time I hear the Diablo music, I'm like, yeah, I could play some Diablo 2. I could go another run. Bro, I had every character level 60 plus on all. Nice one, Meeks. Hardcore. Hardcore fan. Not hardcore, but like, you're in deep there. Diablo Elite, Christopher. Nice one, dude. You are going to be a asset in this playthrough. I've been playing it for a long time, but I'm by no means good at the game. I never played Diablo Online much, though, because of the 56... Oh, God, that's a fucking throwback. Holy shit. The old dial-up modem. No, I mostly played it solo and at LANs. 56k, baby. Yep. Bing, dong, dang, 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 dang. And then you fucking yell at your brother because he'd pick up and want to call his friend. Put the fucking phone down. So many times playing like... I remember playing like Red Alert and Age of Empires over the modem. And then one of my brothers would go up and be like, I was going to call one of my friends, like without checking. What are you doing? All characters 99 here. Holy shit, Chris. I'll be leaning on your expertise, my friend, as I'm doing right now. What would you do? Would you go warmth or charge bolt for this point? I'm dubious as to how much warmth is going to help us out. But, you know, it's mainly that first point that gives you the big boost. I don't know about how many points are worth dropping into warmth, but you might think differently. But you guys are the ones who've played like the big high level on all characters. You let me know. That's the choice, though, I think. It's between those two. Dial-up days, man. You kids watching this, you got no idea how, like, this fucking arcane ritual that you used to have to go through to play games against each other on the internet. Getting like the phone calls backwards and forwards, getting like, what's your IP address? Oh, fuck, I wrote it down wrong. Call them back. What was it? Oh, it's a 9 instead of a... Oh, right, sorry, it was a 9. And then you're like, no, it didn't connect. Okay, you try and connect to my game. Finally work. What build are you trying to do? I haven't got any specific build in mind. I'm just rolling with whether we're feeling out here. Like, no preset build. I don't really do preset builds. I just sort of like, I just feel it out whenever I do a playthrough. I don't sort of like look up build guides or, you know, use like the well-known established builds or anything like that. I just go, what looks good? And we just roll with it. Like, let's be real. We're probably not making it out of this first level difficulty, right? So we're not trying to go for any like high level fucking 200 IQ strats here. It's just like what looks fun. You got mail, yeah. I used to have what was the fucking mail program with the butler? The butler would walk across and like he'd have like a little silver tray with like a mail slip on it, and he'd be like, "Your mail, sir." I think it was just like an add-on to one of the fucking email programs back then. I can't remember which one it was. Have you tried using some TMs? I haven't. No, I had ICQ to chat back then. Oh, good old ICQ. I just do a Nova Sork. I think we're probably like past that, aren't we? I think we've gone into the consensus was, you go into Nova here, creates an expanding ring of lightning to shock nearby enemies. Okay, so you'd be like, you know what? I don't know that I've ever done a Nova Sork. Okay. Yeah, I can fuck with that. All right. So in that case, we need to get a static field on at some point. What's the level we need from this? 12. Fucking what level are we? I don't even know. We're level 7. Okay, so we're still ways off. So we need to drop 1 point into static field and then go hard into Nova, you think, Chris? And just see how that... Ask Jeeves, that was it. I think that was something like that. Yeah, that was it, Meeks. Frost Nova and Nova will clear all of normal fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, I could go with Nova. Nova would be fun. Jamie, you doing a Diablo playthrough? Yeah, man. Yeah, we're doing a hardcore Diablo 2 run, my buddy. We'll see how long it lasts. Congrats on 300 subs. Yeah, that was news to me. Apparently that Chris in the chat is our 300th subscriber. So, yeah, that's a cool little milestone to tick over. All right, so maybe in that case, do we drop one into static field now, or do we hold off until like level 11? And then drop one into static field at level 11, and then that opens this up at level 12 to drop into Nova. Are you playing Resurrection or just Classic on G? Oh, are you playing the actual D2? No, I'm playing Resurrected. Yeah, playing Resurrected with the classic graphics. I think that sounds like a play. Level 11 static field, level 12 into Nova, and then we go with that. And in the meantime, like, does Nova benefit from... Nova doesn't benefit from Charge Bolt. So there's a we could go like at level 12, respec, drop one into Charge Bolt, one into static field, and then do the rest, like just drop the rest into Nova. That could be a play as well, couldn't it? In which case, it doesn't really matter. We could just drop into Charge Bolt for now to tick us over for the time being. All right, let's do that. And then we can come back and then we can respec into Nova. Because, yeah, I don't think I've ever played a Nova Sork. I always do a Charge Bolt or like an Ice Sorceress. Strange that Diablo 2 has the same glitch as Pokemon. Some weird floating face on the bottom left of the screen. I know, and it ruins it. Completely ruins the immersion. Ruins the effect. Yeah, you're fine. She can clap all of no. Yeah, cool. And Charge Bolt is fine. Yeah, I love Charge Bolt. It's just fun. All right, now probably a more pertinent question is where we're dropping our stats, because we are having mana issues. So I'm wondering whether we do a big 5-point dump into energy here, or whether, again, this is the question I asked last level, whether we keep dropping into vitality for survivability and just side hustle energy, or whether we do a big 5-point energy drop at this stage. And this is probably going to be the question I repeatedly ask every level up. Nova plus static, pretty much. You got it. Yeah, cool. Nice one, Chris. She's a tank. Nova. Yeah, okay. Nice one. I hope so. We'll see. We'll roll, yeah, like I said, that'll be a new experience for me going a Nova Sorceress, so that'll be fun. All right, energy v vitality, people. What do we like here at this stage in the game? I'm wondering whether we do a big energy drop. The average person splits between vitality and energy. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. I've been like mainly leaning on vitality and just dropping, like, subbing into energy. Everything into dex. Pros often go heavy vitality. Well, that's what I've been thinking, especially being hardcore. All right, let's go like 3 and 2 for this one. I've gone 4 and 1, but we'll go 3 and 2. It's early, so it's not going to hurt to put 25 strength and then split vitality. Yeah, that's right. We got to keep an eye on our armor thresholds as well. Did I end up? Yeah, I did end up putting that new armor on. All right. Oh, is this our boy? We're gonna get into a lightning off here. Yes, we are. Rakanishu. Man. Good old Rakanishu has claimed many a character. Did he just fucking die? Where is he? Or did he run away? No, there he is. Okay, he's still there. Because I usually play, like, Paladin's the other character that I play, and I play a Zeal Paladin, Rakanishu is a pain in the ass. It's just like, die, like you're just killing yourself. Oh, God. Oh, go away.
These stones.
No, yeah, I know. Don't worry about that right now. We got bigger problems, lady. We got much bigger problems. The problem here is I'm going to get messed up between his lightning bolts and mine. Nope, 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 nope. Too close, too close, too close, too close. Blaze, can you bring that little blue bastard down? Can you just kill him, please? Murder him. Murder him. There you go. All right, nice one. He's so much easier on a ranged character, man. Fighting him at this point in the game with melee is like fucking hell.
I need mana.
All right, let's grab that. Grab a key. We can probably grab another mana potion. Now, what do you give us? Preserved head. Oh, you did give us a rejuvie. Nice, thanks, Blaze. We'll grab those. Oh, we want that.
I am overburdened.
And the fuck you are. We are taking that. Thank you. All right, and we'll grab one of these. And then we're doing this, a nice little town portal here, I think. Do a stash dump. I'm playing while you stream. My Sork has 0 points into vitality. Oh, glass cannon. Is she a hardcore sorceress though, Chris? Brave, if so. Let's go and check what that's worth. If we can cap that out again. No, that's a dog shit scepter. Okay, you can have that one. I do want to identify this. Maximum damage and cold resist versus... Ooh, I mean, it's fuck all mana, dude. It's fuck all. Now, does maximum damage... Does that translate to spell damage? Or is that only physical damage? I don't think I've ever known for sure which way that goes. Do you guys know? Because if it includes spell damage, that might be worth chucking on, because it's only 5 mana. I know people who don't like werebear builds, but it was so much fun in one of my favorite playthroughs. Nice one, John. I was just saying it the earlier, like the new, like the expansion character, new characters. It's fucking 25-year-old game, Jamie. The expansion characters, I just never really liked them that much. I don't know why. I just never got on with them. I think it was just too much of a purist, maybe. I have played... I think I liked the assassin more than the druid, but I wouldn't say that I was a huge fan of either of them. Only physical. Okay. All right. In that case, it's probably worth just hanging on to the mana, even though it's a pissant amount of mana. What was the resist? Cold resist. It's only 5%. I think we can get away with pushing that on. All right. I don't know why I'm bothering to stash my money because it's not going to matter. But I do it every time for some reason. Let's drop some of these down in there. All right. We're starting to have a more respectable amount of potions, which is nice. So if it's not specifically a skill increase or elemental damage or resistance, then it won't increase. Okay. Nice one. Thanks, dude. All right, here we go. Underground Passions. We haven't got the waypoint yet. We got to find that shit before we move on here. Here's a question for you guys in chat. What's a game with a better soundtrack than Diablo 2? What game has a better score? I could think of maybe a couple that would rival it. For me, it would probably be, let me think. Hollow Knight would be up there as a rival. Final Fantasy VII would be up there as a rival, but I don't know that they beat it. Not for me, anyway. What do you guys think? Can you think of anything with a better soundtrack?
I need mana.
I know you do. See if we got a well around here or something. Oh, skill shrine. Ooh, I'll have a bit of that. Fucking wasted a key on a health potion. What the hell?
I need mana.
Die. All right, nothing going. There. Drink a potion. There. Oh, experience for a shrine. They're my favorites. No. Are you playing online or offline? I'm playing offline. Trust me, she's fine. There's very little you can do to balk your sorceress. Well, that's good to know. Halo. True, yes. I like Halo. I don't know that it rivals Diablo 2 as a soundtrack, but I do fucking love the soundtrack. Like, I don't know. I would struggle to think of more iconic title screen music. It's a good one, though. Fucking hell. Alias. Yeah, okay. You might have... It would rival it. It wouldn't... I don't know that it would beat it, but yeah, okay. I'll chuck it in there as a rival. On par, perhaps. Final Fantasy is definitely good. Halo is good. Yeah, Halo's fucking great. Actually fucking great. Oh, here's the tome.
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive. And her castle, in which so many cruel deeds took place, fell rapidly into ruin. Rising over the buried dungeons in that god-forsaken wilderness, a solitary tower, like some monument to evil, is all that remains.
The guy reading this, doing the voice acting here, is the OG voice actor for the original Diablo, like who was the narrator. I think he played one of the characters, one or two of the characters in town.
That bear mute witness to the inhumanity of the human creature.
It's cool that they got him back to do like bits and pieces. Look for the tower in the black marsh beyond the dark wood. If there's a way to work the sork, then Jamie can do it. I'm assuming you mean like that was a typo. Way to ruin the sork. Yes, I will find a way. Castlevania 3. I haven't played it, Magnus. The Castlevania series in general is one that's just completely eluded me. I did play Castlevania, like the original, for the first time. It was one of the first videos I did on this channel, was the original Castlevania. Liked it. It was good fun. I'm actually looking forward to trying out some of the others. Super Castlevania keeps getting suggested to me. I know my buddy Scott's a big fan of that. Oh, it's crude. Son of a bitch. What's it got going on? Oh, okay. I think we got to do that, right? We just got to kind of do that, even though it's a piece of shit. Jewel! No, I can't hit them anymore. I've got a stick. Where is this fucking waypoint? Is there a waypoint in the stony field? Am I misremembering? I'm sure there's a waypoint here. Alright, let's go to town while there's a well here. There we go. Drinky drinky. I cannot remember if there's a waypoint in the stony field. I mean, if I had another waypoint that I could jump into to check. Whoop, did we miss that? Or is that it up here? Have I already got it and I just ran straight past it? That was stupid. Yes, I ran straight past it. What an idiot. There we go. All right. Nice. Let's jump back to town real quick. Game music in general. Hollow Knight, Bastion, Red Alert 2. Yeah, Red Alert 2. Yeah, absolutely. That's S tier. Hell March 2.
Good day.
So fucking good. I think you can have my sword. And my axe. Drop that in here. Drop that in there to be like, man, fucking Kane's got some work to do. We get him. Oh, that's funny. Red Alert 1, not 2. They're both fucking epic. I probably like the soundtrack in 2 better, but they're both epic. Final Fantasy 6 is good too. I haven't played it. 6 was the last of the 32-bit games, yeah? I think, right? From memory? Like, even though it was on the PlayStation, it was still like graphically 32-bit. There are probably better ones, but I can't really think of them. But one soundtrack I listen to a lot is Dynasty Warriors tracks, number 4 specifically. Oh, interesting. That's not a series that usually comes up in the conversation of great soundtracks, is it? So maybe I have to go and check that out. All right, let's mosey on back. I think what we'll try and do, guys, how am I doing for time here? What I'll do is we might try and knock over the underground passage, and then I might wrap it up there for today. Like, we usually try and stick to about 2-hour episodes, but honestly, I'm just having too good a time to not stick around for a little bit longer. Where's that XP shrine? I want to take that with me. There's the skill shrine. It was just here. Yeah, it's the next one. Outlaws. Did anyone play Outlaws? That was another bargain. When we were talking earlier about bargain fucking box games that actually turned out to be good. Outlaws. An old Western FPS that had like this kind of comic book art style. My dad loved that game. I played it a bit. Where are you, Marshall? I can still remember all the fucking voice lines from it. I've got that on my list to revisit, actually. Just to see how it holds up. Whoa! Okay, hello. I don't know what made me think of that just then. Just popped into my head. Outlaws. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, we gotta be careful of these vile hunters. They hurt a lot. Dang it! Can Blaze use a light crossbow? Or is she bows only? Well, I mean, there's an easy way to find out, isn't there? Oh, fuck, we got 2 great pieces of kit for her, if that's true. Come over here, dude. I need to get somewhere where I know that we're not going to get jumped while we're dicking around here. Cold damage, 2 to 6. Oh, can she use that?
I can't use
No. Can she use this? Yes.
I'll put that to good use.
All right. That gives us some cold damage, which is nice. We'll ditch that. Now, can she not use that because of some sort of requirement? She's got the strength. She's got the deck. Okay, so she just mustn't be able to use crossbows. All right, I guess that makes sense. Who does use crossbows in this game? Which class? Would that be an Amazon? Like, which class would be a crossbow user? I guess that's something else I really liked about Diablo 2 was that you weren't kind of pigeonholed into any particular weapon. Like, you could make a sorceress that wields a 2-handed sword and you could just do it, you know? Was it optimal? No, not really, but you could do it. And being optimal isn't always the most important thing. Oh man, that was a timely level up. I was running out of mana there. Thank you. Ow. What? Stop that. Cut it out. Can you hit the skeleton? There you go. Thank you. Oh, ring. Yes, that's what we need. We need ring. We need ring. Clip it. All right, barrels. Topaz again. I'm loving this topaz action. We've gotten great topaz drops. Outstanding. All right, let's grab that. And I think that's all we'll need. Yeah, we're going to need a run. Oh, small charms. Yes. That's, if you're going to have a charm, they're the ones you want. Number 4 is very rock heavy, but they all have different styles. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to go check that out, Kira. Castlevania the anime also has epic with the music soundtrack. Yes, 100%. I love the fucking Castlevania anime. Or I should say, I love the first 2 seasons of it. Three's all right as well. I think season 4 kind of went a bit off the rails, a bit pear-shaped. But the first 2, oh, one of my favorite fucking animated shows. Love it to bits. No, I want to sell that. I've already ID'd that. And I'm going to ID both of these. Light radius. Attack. God damn it. Might as well sell that. I guess we could use the fucking light radius until we come across that. Okay, there we go. +1 to Dex. That's a little bit more interesting. Look at that topaz. 4 topaz. We may as well hang on to that. All right, let's go sell this crossbow. Yeah, what class uses crossbow? Has anyone used a crossbow in Diablo 2 before? Sork, Paladin, Amazon. They all use the crossbow. Yeah, but have you done it, Chris? That's the thing. Has anyone actually built a character around a crossbow? I guess like the Amazon would be the obvious one. All right, we'll hang on to that. All right, and then we got some level up choices. So we're going to go another charged bolt because we're still 4 levels away from where we want to be. So we'll drop another one in there. And I think we'll do this vitality energy split again. We're going to have to keep an eye on that strength. We might do a strength dump on the next level, I think, just to make sure we're always able to wear some decent armor. How's your girl doing so far? She's getting there. Yeah, she's going. She's good. I think. Ask me at the other end of this passage once we've made it through safely. Superior cap. We want that for
I'll put that to
you,
good
madam.
use.
There we go. Locked chest with fuck all in it. Are you joking? All right. Damn it. No scrolls. I always ID the charms if we're going to be carrying them around. Like, you may as well have it working for you while it's in your inventory. But I ain't got no ID scrolls. There's got to be some here somewhere. Another jewel? Far out. No uniques have shown themselves yet. I've done, like, full runs of Diablo. Like, when I say a full run, I mean, like, beginning to Diablo, not through the difficulty tiers, and not have come across a single unique. And like I said, I've done other runs where I've got one out of a barrel. That's kind of what I love about the game. You know, that uniques aren't just like raining from the fucking sky, and that makes them an event when they do drop. I like that. Oh yes, another ring. I just need to remember too that I am playing hardcore. Like, I'm kind of just in the flow of it, and it's like maybe just playing a little bit more loose than I should be. I can see that I'll just get into the flow of it and just completely forget that it's a hardcore character. And that'll be my undoing. Where's that health shrine? We might as well grab it.
I need mana.
Yes, I know. Don't we all? Alright, we're doing some decent damage now with the extra charge bolt skill and the plus on the wand. On the wand. Just dropping in to say, I hope you're better soon, bud. I know you're not sick, just thought you could be better. Thanks, G. Love you, man. My greatest supporter. What a jerk. Can you believe that? We got Josh who's on the show floor at PAX dropping in to wish me well. And we got G dropping in just to be a dick. That's the spectrum of friendships. Enchantress is basically S or A tier depending on gear, but a standard Ravenclaw bow on a paladin is stronger than a Hemenden build up until hell. No kidding. Wow. Interesting. Again, it's just like I never think of it as like, you know, if that's the play style you want, then why would you play a paladin? But I guess, you know, that's just the outside the box thinking on people who've just played the game to death, you know? Like I said, I've been playing for a long time, but I wouldn't consider myself, you know, like any kind of like theory crafter or anything like that. I'm a very casual enjoyer. Like I fucking love Diablo 2, but I'm not any kind of like super... No, pick those up. Oh god. Oh shit. Okay, just look, pick them up. I want them in here, okay? There you go. There you go. Now we're cooking. Yeah, not any super, like, you know, in-depth player or anything like that. Which is another cool part of the game, that you just don't have to be. You can just still love it. On a sort of more surface level. And it's still fucking good. You know, the depth is there if you want it. Like if you want to go really hardcore, deep into that kind of thing. Or if you just want to kill some demons and get some cool items, it'll happily do that as well. Versatile. A versatile game. Which I guess is why it stood the test of time, right? That and many other reasons. What do you guys think, if you've played Diablo 4 in particular, right? What did they miss? Like, I know what I think. What do you guys think? Where did they misstep? Because I kept referencing Diablo 2 as an inspiration for Diablo 4. Where did they misstep in the feel of the game? Like, I'm talking about gameplay. I'm not talking about, you know, mechanics, builds. I'm talking about the feel of Diablo. I think they missed the mark. What missed the mark? In terms of like vibe check. I'll give you guys a second to respond and then I'll tell you what I think. And I think it's something that you don't really think of. Oh, we're here. Fuck yeah. We never found the level, like underground passage level 2. Whoa. Where the hell is level 2? All right, let's do a very quick run back. I know it's not the most entertaining content, but I wouldn't mind getting a big fat chest, so to speak. Of stuff. Mr. Mark? Is there a Mrs. Mark? Maybe there should be. Maybe I could be Mr. Mark. Ah, fuck it. I can't be bothered. It's nowhere remotely close. Alright, that's fine. We'll push on. I'll push on, see if we can find a waypoint, and then I'll probably wrap it up there, guys, for today. Didn't play Diablo 4. Okay. Did you play Diablo 2, G? Were you a Diablo 2 fan? I can't remember if it's something we've talked about. Hordes of enemies are not as crunchy, not the same feel for item drops. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yep, I think that's true. It's not what I think it is. I don't think it's but I can, yeah, it's a contributing factor. Absolutely. I think there's lots of contributing factors. But there's one to me that stands out that you guys might not think of, and I don't think a lot of people think of. Yes. Ooh, a yellow club. Man, why has it got to be a club? Why can't that be a wand? Never get what I want. All right. Waypoint, 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 waypoint. Where are you at? Boom, 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 boom. Woohoo! Hang on now. Steady on. Form an orderly queue, ladies. I can't remember if it was you or Sam that said it was Axel tier trash. What, Diablo 4 you're talking about? I think it was both of us. I wouldn't have said it was Axel tier trash, but I think neither of us were. He very quickly, I think, fell out of love with it, and then I followed suit. But he went pretty hard on it early. Like, he played that game a lot. I killed him with my wand. No, there's a shaman here. There's several shaman here. Oh, God. Ah, yes, level up. Thank you. Right when I need the mana. Perfect timing. Did it on purpose. Oh, another gem, sorry. Shit, there's no end to these fucking guys.
I need mana.
I know. Oh, I've got none in my belt. Oh, God. Oh, shit. This is not a position I want to be in. Drink that. Okay. Got away with it. That's how I'm going to fucking die, isn't it? Running out of mana and not having any more on the belt. That's what's going to do me in. I know we've got a level up to do. I just want to clear these guys out. So there is a fucking shaman in this house. Son of a bitch. All right, hang on. Let me... Boom, boom. Boom. Yeah, Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 okay. D1 was iconic. D1 was fucking iconic. Yep. I think, you know, obviously D2 is my favorite. I think it improved on everything D1 did, but man, D1 broke some ground. Absolutely broke some ground. Perhaps not what you're thinking of, but not just a Diablo thing. It feels like a lot of RPGs these days put the player as this great chosen hero. I preferred it when you were just a person. Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I think, something really cool that Diablo 1 did. You were just a guy or a girl. Like you were just,
Not enough mana.
you were just someone who'd wandered into town and was like, okay, I guess I have to solve this problem. Like the scope of the story is very small. The scope of the story of Diablo 2, they really blew it out. It's a big, grandiose, fucking epic tale. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's an amazingly good story. It's one of my favorite parts of Diablo 2 is the story. But in terms of like scope, I think D1 really sort of hit it on the head there. Keeping things small, like there's a lot to be said for keeping things small. Like, it keeps it relatable, makes the stakes. Like, the smaller you make the scope of a narrative, the higher the stakes get. I end up like really liking like movies and books and stuff that are tell stories that are small in scope as a result.
I need mana.
Shit. All right, there we go. All right, let's just take 5 here for a second and do a bit of, if we're safe. I think we're safe. What the fuck is going on with that guy? You see him just breakdancing? Oh, man. Made it back. All right, still alive. Yeah, we're still kicking, Meeks. We're still going, man. Was it the bait and switch from the device? Constant balance patching, issues with pay to win? No. Here's what I think the big problem was, like in terms of the feel of Diablo 4 versus Diablo 2. And I think it's got to do with the light radius. I think the light radius mechanic in Diablo 2 lends this game such a sense of atmosphere. And that, coupled with the soundtrack and the sound effects, just, it gives it this feel that Diablo 3 certainly didn't have, but Diablo 4 missed the mark on. Like, when you can't see outside of your immediate vicinity, there's like, it gives you a sense of mystery and like that kind of horror, fear vibe, especially when you're going through things like the crypts and the dungeons and things. Like knowing that you can just walk around a corner and holy fuck, there's a room full of guys, there's a skeleton there or something. You can hear, you can sort of see things shuffling around on the outskirts, on the peripheral of your vision, but you can't quite tell what they are. That does a lot of heavy lifting in terms of lending the game a sense of atmosphere. Whereas in the more modern games, there is no, like, everything's lit up. You can see everything. As soon as, like, you can see the monsters coming, you can see them. It just completely robs it of that sense of mystery. And I think that contributes to why the modern games don't feel like Diablo more than people give it credit for. Like, nobody wants fucking light radius on their items. It's a shit stat. But I'm so glad that it's in the game, because it wouldn't feel the same without it. That's my thinking. I think it's a huge contributing factor to the vibe of Diablo that people don't really pick up on. Like, it's subtle. Fuck, we're out of mana potions. Shit. Didn't hear, is this online or offline? I'm playing offline, man. Offline. Right, we need some mana potions, and we need to do a level up. Level 9, okay, so do another charged bolty, and we'll keep chipping away on our vitality energy. Okay, definitely like that take on it. Yeah, yeah. And is it something you'd ever considered, Meeks? I don't think anyone does. Everyone just complains about light radius being a shit stat, you know, that you don't want on gear. And it's not even in the modern games at all, but it does so much, I think. And I'm just repeating myself here, but it really does lend itself to why this feels the way it does and why the other games don't feel that way. And his flashing when hit also breaks the vibe a bit. Yeah, it does. Yeah. It sort of leans away from that atmosphere, doesn't it? It definitely seems that the newer games, from what I've watched, are more like action dungeon crawlers than immersive immersive world exploration with the quests. Absolutely. Yeah, they are. The sense and the quests, right? Like, you get 6 quests an act. Each of them are, they feel, I said this at the start, they feel like a quest. Whereas the modern games are just full of busy work. You know, they're not quests, they're busy work. It's shit to do to engage you with the game rather than actually immerse you in the game. Like, it's engagement versus immersion. I think Diablo 3 is very engaging. I think Diablo 2 is very immersive and engaging. Oh god! Woohoo! Missed. Hey! Stop that. Where is this fucking waypoint? For shit's sake. And now there's no mana potions. You see? It's flood and drought in this game. Total flood and drought. You've either got more potions than you can carry, or there's nothing. Oh, there was one. Okay, yeah. Yum, 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 yum. We'll have that. Helps if you pick them up too, you know. Healing, everything healing. Can't run anymore, out of stamina. Honestly, never put that into consideration, but I like your view input on it. Makes sense. Yeah, nice one. It's like I said, I think it's a bigger contributing factor than people realize. Right, so we have, I'm going to ID the ring. We're still banking on a good ring here. Ah, come on, man. Come on. I guess that's better than, yeah, it's better than that. Even though we're not really using either of them. Really. Ooh, I need that. I'm like an addict. Please. Hey man, you got any mana potions? I wonder if it's possible for a sorceress to get addicted to mana potions. I never thought about that. Because it doesn't really warrant spending brain power on, I guess. That's funny to think about though. I can't fit this jawbone in here no matter what I do. Alright, I think it's TP time. Let's do a stash dump. More stuff for man, we're gonna be like just Decade. What about this one? What about this one? What about the Decade? Decade. Deckard. He's gonna be like, put me back in the fucking cage. Oh, funny. All right, yeah, we'll ditch that. We don't need that. And we'll stash those gems. What do you think health potions and mana potions taste like? Are they like colored slushy drinks? That's a good question. I've never thought about it. What do mana potions and health potions taste like? And do they have different tastes? I feel like a health potion had to be sweet. I feel like it would be sweet. I don't think a mana potion would taste very nice. I don't know why I think that. I just don't think it would be very... I don't know. Something about it makes me think it would taste gross. That's such an interesting question. Literally been playing video games for fucking 30 years. More than that, Jesus Christ. And never thought about like what the potions tasted like until right now. Thanks for that, Kira. That's gonna keep me up at night. Mr. Rejuvi? I probably did. I've probably missed a couple of them. Again, yapping away instead of paying attention to what's going on. Whoa. Hey, have any of you guys seen a waypoint before I murder you? No? Waypoint? Anyone? Waypoint? Looking for a waypoint. Have you seen a waypoint? It's a big circle on the ground. Guys. Lets you teleport around. It's really cool. Can't miss it. Waypoint. Anyone?
I need mana.
Yeah, I know. And while you're at it, do you have any mana? Any mana potions? Yes. We're living like mana potion to mana potion here. This is reminding me too much of my younger years. I don't like it. Is that a stash? Yes, it is. Oh, we'll have that. Dead row. Come on, unique. Ooh, we got a magic bow. That's something. Amethyst. That's something. Mana potion. Nice. I need light mana potions now. I think we're kind of beyond. Resist fire. What the fuck am I going to do with that? I'm going to resist fire. That's what I'm going to do with it. All right. Let's grab it. Where's the goddamn waypoint in this place? Nice, you're in Darkwood. Yeah, man. Blueberries and strawberries. That's it. That's pretty good. Although I feel... Ah, yeah, there it is. I feel like a mana potion is something you'd like... I get the feel you like kind of scrunch your nose up and just neck it in one go kind of thing, like just to get it done. I don't know why I think that. All right, let's stash those, and then I'll probably wrap it up there, guys. Now I've found the waypoint finally, and I think rescuing Kane's a good place to pick it up next time. That seems like a good spot. Deposit my money for no reason. All right, and that one. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Ah, that makes me happy. Oh, mana potions are to sorcerers like skooma is to Khajiits. Yeah, absolutely. This is why Simon Belmont doesn't use potions and just eats chicken when he finds it in the walls of Drac. That's it. Because that, like, rotting poultry is better than downing potions. God, that fucked me up in Castlevania, how the hearts aren't health. That took some really, like, brain burning getting used to. It's amazing how, like, ingrained stuff like that gets. 30 years of gaming fun. Absolutely. Doesn't matter that it was sitting in a wall for however long, at least he knows it's chicken. That's right. That's right. Who knows what's in these fucking potions? All right, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. I have had a great first episode of Diablo. And hey, we made it past episode 1. I didn't know if that was going to happen. I really didn't. So we're at least one episode in. I'd love to at least get past Act 1. If I can just get past Act 1, anything that happens after that is gravy, you know? But we made it through episode 1. It would have been really embarrassing to die on... and I wonder if I would have just restarted and gone again. But I'm glad I didn't completely embarrass myself in front of the entire internet. Guys, if you enjoyed yourselves, make sure you hit that like button on the video, subscribe if you feel like it. Otherwise, I'll be back again next week. We're going to pick this up. We're going to get Deckard rescued, and then we're going to put him to work. Look at all this shit that we need to get identified. So we're going to have a good old a good old rummage through. I think we got even a couple of yellows hiding away in here, maybe. Yes, there we go. So that's going to be exciting to see all the kinds of goodies that we've ended up with. Hopefully we can get a couple of little upgrades maybe. Thanks for the stream. Despite knowing nothing about Diablo 2, it's been a great watch. That's good, Kira. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I would if you've liked what you've seen, I'd highly recommend giving the game a try. I actually think it's on sale at the moment. Diablo 2 Resurrected at the time of recording. I think it's discounted by like 70% or something on Battle.net. So well worth going and grabbing for sure. Was fun, brother. That's good, Meeks. Glad you had a good time, man. Tastes like chicken, but it's probably human meat drained of blood from Dracula. I wonder if like the potions taste like rotting chicken, like the health potions. That's an interesting idea. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again. I had a great time. Be good. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys.